1023.com. This game is brought to you in part by Key of LaGrange, Holmes Pharmacy, Mallory Insurance, Emory Southern Orthopedics, West Georgia Health, and RE/MAX Results agents Joel Upchurch, Rob Upchurch, and Hilton Swanson. Now live to Callaway Stadium with Jack Mormon calling your play-by-play, Tony Walls is your color commentator, and Greg Hicks with sideline reports.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to football here on a Friday night. It's the only game in town as the Troup High School Tigers are taking on the Callaway Cavaliers. It's going to be an exciting night of football. LaGrange High played last night. It was a big game last night. They took on Hardaway, and they came away with a big win.
I think in Detroit,
I was still talking through the. There we go. Are we still on? There we go. All right, I'll keep on talking. I heard a little bit of the DA Sports Show, which can be heard every night here on Eagle Sports. Unless we're here. But tonight it'll be me and Tony and Greg Hicks coming back from Nashville last week. And Greg, glad to have you back as the Tigers are set to play the Cavaliers. And you're especially focused on one Tiger in particular, I think.
Well, I'm excited to be back. You know, last week we had an opportunity to go to Nashville for my older son Tanner's bachelor party, and a bunch of us guys went up. You know, and Tanner played for Coach Jeter several years ago at Troup High, and kind of excited that. He was wearing number 35, and my young son, Scott Hicks, he's a sophomore, but due to injury to Austin Carter, he came in last week and played the second half, middle linebacker, and called the defense. And I watched the game, and he didn't embarrass us. He did a good job, I thought. And
that's high praise from Greg Hicks, folks. He didn't embarrass us.
Well, I just want to make sure that folks understand, you know, he's a sophomore, and he's only 5'8", so 170, but he's a strong 170. And so he gets to start tonight, and I'm excited for him. I really am. And I know he's been excited all week about it. You know, I hate it that it comes at the cause of Austin Carter having a concussion. But, you know, Scott got a concussion last year, Jack, and he was out 2 weeks until Dr. Martin cleared him. And I tell you what, you know, Coach Jeter and I were talking this past week. You know, when we played, it was, hey, you okay? You okay? All right, get back in there.
Got your bell rung.
You know? But today, you know, Austin's his first day of school was yesterday. Yeah. So he was really got his bell rung last week. So, I'm kind of excited for Scott, and I'm kind of excited for all these Tigers, in that week by week we've seen offensive improvement, and hopefully we'll see some defensive improvement tonight as we face these very, very tough Cavaliers from Callaway.
We'll talk about the Cavaliers and more about this game when we come back. Let's take our first break. You're listening to Football in Troup County, the Callaway Cavaliers and Troup County Tigers, right here on Eagle Sports.
Free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Hi friends, Jesse Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Troup County Prevention Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange want you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Take 10 minutes this Saturday morning. Bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Troup vs. Callaway.
Welcome back to it's going to be hard to figure out what I'm going to say here tonight because we got the two teams that we cover, the Callaway Cavaliers and the Troup High School Tigers playing tonight. And I'm able to say a tagline of welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, or welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football, or you're listening to Troup High School Tiger football, you're listening to Callaway Cavalier. I got to figure out what I'm going to say tonight.
Well, you just say you're listening to Troup Tiger and Callaway football tonight against each other. There you go. You know what? I'm just glad that
just glad to be here.
I looked at the weather pattern this morning, guys, and I know you
it's
fans
weird.
Are listening. I told Amy, I said, look at the way it's coming from the southeast, which is not normal, but it's just a big front moving over the entire state of South and North Carolina and north half of Georgia, and I'm just hoping that it moves on toward Tennessee and it'll get on out of here. And so far, later this afternoon, it quit raining, but it's been drizzling and kind of miserable all day, and I was kind of hoping, knowing that the field's probably going to be a little slick anyway,
right?
But at least it's not heavy drizzle or a light rain, and I don't think I think the guys will like that. And I know the fans, they don't want to sit out in rain. Nobody wants to do that.
Back in the old days when we played, and, of course, a lot of folks that are listening don't even know this, but this is the time when we would really churn up the field on a night like this. When it was the natural grass. From about the 30 to the 30, we would just tear the field apart on a night like this when it was a little soggy and you could get in there.
And the sidelines, as you guys remember, they were terrible.
Muddy.
Yeah, I tell you what. Hey, real quickly before we get too deep into it, Jake Fertig tells me that the Fellowship of Christian Athletes is going to have a Fields of Faith on October the 14th at Callaway Stadium here. It's a student-led FCA event where students meet and share their testimonies. You guys come on out, and all students from all three high schools will be here. So make it a point. 6:30, October 14th here, Callaway Stadium for Fields of Faith.
While you're talking about events coming up, we also got another event coming up for the Troup High School Tigers and their touchdown club.
Thank you very much. We're having on November the 19th, and I know I've kind of been out of pocket for a week. We didn't really have a meeting this week, which is good. We were meeting every week, but we've secured a speaker now, Jeremy Williams, and you guys know Jeremy. He's has ALS, and he is the Lord has really kept him around for a while to share his testimony, and he's going to be speaking down with the Troup High Touchdown Club along with the Long Cane Athletic Club, Long Cane Middle School Athletic Club. We'll be putting an event on down at Oakhurst on, I think it's Thursday night, November the 19th.
See, it is in my calendar.
There you go. Jack and I will be emceeing the event, and we're excited about it. If you guys want to sponsor a corporate table, they're going for $300 for a corporate table. 8 to 10 people would love for you to come out. We're going to have all kind of giveaways. We've had if you've got something you want to donate for silent auctions, we'll be glad to take that. You can contact me, Greg Hicks, there at Mud Creek Graphics if you'd like, or any Touchdown Club member if you know them. We'll be meeting Monday night at 6:30 out at the cafeteria at Troup High School. If you want to come out and kind of check us out and offer up a donation, we'd love to have it. We're excited about this. This is an opportunity for us to really put on a good fundraiser for both clubs, but particularly our Troup High Touchdown Club, something that we started this year. We haven't had a booster club supporting the football team in years, and we're really excited about all the things that we've got going on, and we're bringing back the golf tournament we had for many years.
Yeah, Bubba used to really have a big old tournament.
He did, and I said, I've had so many of my business friends and vendors come to us and say, when are you guys going to do this again? So we're excited about that. It's going to be in April. It's going to be either a Thursday or Friday, the second or third week. We've got a secure date. We've already talked to the Fields. They're excited about it. We're excited about it. So it'll be here before you know it. But in the meantime, look forward to seeing you out on November the 19th at Oakhurst, and there'll be more information to follow about that.
Sounds great. Let's take another quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about tonight's game as the Troup High School Tigers are taking on the Callaway Cavaliers live here from Callaway Stadium right here on Eagle Sports.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson, because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high quality. Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now, back to Troup versus Callaway.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger and Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports as the Troup High School Tigers are getting ready down on the field. Right now the weather's holding off. We don't have any rain going on right now. It is a little moist as it did rain before that, but a lot of people are bringing their towels and their seats out here. The crowd on the far side for the Troup fans and on the traditional home side. You have to call it the traditional home side now because
right.
LaGrange has gone with the home side being on the far side. Also, LaGrange College is also using that as their home. So on this side, Troup and Callaway are still going on with the press box side. But it is a little bit different as we're kind of shaking things up. Let's talk about this game tonight, Greg. It's a game that since they first had the opportunity, I think this is the 8th time that Troup and Callaway have mixed it up. Right now, the Troup has the edge 4-3. Last year was a pretty close game going back and forth. I think Callaway was actually leading going into the fourth quarter, but Troup had a couple of good scores. Ended up winning that game 37-27 last year. So, the Cavaliers would like to get a little revenge and get back on the winning side and make this an even series 4-4.
Well, and there was a good article in a local paper that it spelled out, consistency. And we've always talked about how this is Coach Wiggins' 11th, maybe 12th season, and the staff has, for the most part, stayed together.
Think about your defensive coordinator and your offensive coordinator right there.
They've been, and that's your three main cogs, head coach and your two coordinators. And then Troup has been under so much, for really just controversy over the last several years. And we've had, it went back to Tommy Walburn and then Coach Jeter for several years and then Charlie Flowers for a couple. And
There's an interim there in the middle.
That's right, and it's kind of a crazy year for us. And then to top that off, we had 9 seniors on defense last year that graduated. So we started now basically with a totally new defense. Mm-hmm. We've taken Eli Patrick that started at linebacker for the first couple of games. Now he's been moved basically to offensive line. Because we needed, we also lost 3 veteran seniors on the offensive line that had been playing together for 4 years, and so
who've all gone on to college football.
That's right. So all that
even tonight, tonight I think did I hear Jorge Benitez has an injury as well.
I haven't heard that yet. I didn't get a chance.
Someone's giving me that information earlier that he's going to be off the line tonight, so we have to roll another young man into a new position there.
And you got a Callaway team that, yes, they lost a few kids last year, but we've called several of their ball games this year, and we've seen improvement on them each and every week. And of course, last week they put a whooping on Harris County and that we turned around and struggled with. So.
But think about that ball game. Let's go back to that, Greg, because that was a big night. Troup actually started off very well, drove the ball down the field.
Right. They moved. That's when we saw a vast improvement on the offense.
Exactly. They moved Dexter Shealy over into the quarterback position, and he really was. Bonner came in, had a great night running the ball, and it just looked a lot better than what they had before.
And Ken Truitt being the team player that he is, he didn't sulk about it, and he went over to defense, free safety, and he's been in on a ton of tackles, and he's an excellent athlete as well. And you got Montez Crow, that's a sophomore. He's 6'3", 180-pound backup quarterback, and he's going to be a good quarterback in his own right. He comes in, he plays a little free safety as well, a little corner when he's not backing up quarterback. So Coach Glisson is still week to week looking for that chemistry, looking for those 11 players on either side of the ball that's going to give you effort, that's going to give you hustle. And it's an equation that he's still trying to solve. And hopefully tonight he'll have made one more step closer to solving that equation.
Well, you think about that backfield. Bess Bonner has really been the workhorse. He caught passes out of the backfield. He's running the ball. He's kind of doing it all from back there. He's one of those guys that can really kind of make a lot of people miss as he's going through. Right now they're getting ready to do the national anthem, and we're going to step away as they get those folks out there. When we come back, we'll talk about the Callaway side of things and get you ready for this ball game with the Troup High School Tigers taking on the Callaway Cavaliers live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated team, medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
Members of the the Callaway Chorus up there with a rendition of our national anthem. They've done that several nights here at the stadium. Just a tremendous job at them. Just a beautiful voices that they sing in harmony to recognize our flag and I guess with our national anthem. But Greg, we were talking about the Troup side of things. Over on the Callaway side, we've seen Braylon Sanders step in at the quarterback position, do a tremendous job, and really Cedric Maynard has been kind of a breakthrough star for Callaway in the way that he's run the ball so very well for them, especially as I go back to the Heard County game. Actually, Brandon Brooks and I got to go down there and do that ball game. That was did such an excellent job. And then last week against Harris, he just ran all over them.
Well, I think he had close to 300 yards last week, and I was looking at Georgia High School.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, I was looking at stats last week and early this week, and we a lot of you guys and along with myself get a Georgia High School update email pretty much every day, and it's a wealth of information.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get involved in that, just call me at Mud Creek, and I'll give you the email address that you can get on that list. And a ton of research goes on at the Georgia High School level from a couple of ex-sports writers. But anyway, they didn't list him as
Cedric Maynard.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm drawing a blank. Cedric as a number 5. Cedric Maynard as the one of the top running backs. I'm thinking, a lot of times I think they rely on the coaches to get the information up the line, and sometimes you just want to kind of keep it on a down low. But let's recognize Cedric for he's pushing 1,000 yards and only through his 4th game. So if he has another big game tonight, which I hope number 35 on defense will have something to say about that. But as far as the Troup defense goes, but let's say Cedric has a big game, he may cross 1,000 yards tonight in 5 games.
You mentioned that. I'll give you the exact numbers: 296 yards, 27 carries, 4 touchdowns. And of course, Braylon Sanders also threw a 33-yard.
There's a secret to beating injury. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Kia.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty.
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to football on a Friday night for the Troup High School Tigers and the Callaway Cavaliers, as we got the two teams that we cover all season long playing each other tonight. It's going to be a great night of football. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen as these two teams get together. The Troup High School Tigers have struggled a little bit on defense. Their offense, I think, is on a steady increase, getting better. As we saw, they'll change the quarterback as we've got Mess Bonner kind of stepping up. He didn't really play the first ball game, so they're getting a little bit better on the offensive side. On the defensive side, they have struggled. They've struggled to really tackle anybody, especially as guys. We should be getting people inside the box no more than 4 yards down the field. It's the secondary, our guys that are safeties and corners that are making most of the tackles, and that's 8 and 9 yards down the field.
That's when you get into the second level, that says that the defensive line maybe is not keeping their heads up. Maybe they're not hitting the gap like they're supposed to be. They're not doing gap control. They're letting the offensive line push them around. And we talked earlier, there's plenty of young guys, young guns, if you will, on that defensive line. But that's part of the linebacker's responsibility is to make most of the tackles. And it's kind of hard to make a tackle if you got the offensive line all in your face, and that means that the defensive line isn't gap protecting and doing what they're supposed to do a majority of the time. And they should keep the guys off the linebackers, let them free roam and make some tackles.
Well, plus if you're doing your job, you're making guys have to double you. I mean, if you're a good nose tackle, a down lineman, a defensive tackle, you're hitting the gap so hard that both of those guys got to come down on you, or else they're going to be right in the backfield, just making a mess of everything else is going back in there. Defensive end wise as well. One of the things we struggled against Harris was contain. They were able to get to the outside on us and hit that corner, and that's another 5 to 10 yards almost every time. So we got to stretch that out, turn that back inside, let those linebackers and all that help come back and help you out.
One of the strategies from an offensive side is that you want to try to outflank your defense.
Right.
Of course, the defense, they don't need to be outflanked. And one of the things that I'm concerned about is that sometimes our defensive end we'll bring our outside linebacker up to play him inside, and perhaps sometimes he might get a little close to the H-back or and when he does that, it depends on which angle he might lose containment, especially if he's taking an inside route, a gap route. Then you're really relying on the corner, and if you've got your wide out on a go route, then you've got your linebacker that's got to scoop outside,
right,
and your free safety, and then so you're hitting the corner. So the containment really is that responsibility of that outside linebacker and the defensive end. They've really got to play good technique to keep Callaway, or any team for that matter, off the corners.
Another thing to think about, if we flip over to the Callaway side and their defense, really they've done the past two ball games, they have not let them score in the second half.
That's right.
Against both Heard County, where they were down at halftime, came back, offense kind of took over, got some points on the board, defense didn't let them score. Same thing last week. They give Harris even a chance to get back in that ball game because the defense just shut them down. And shut them down. Now, Harris got inside the 30 a couple of times. They kind of that bend but not break mentality, but they didn't allow them to put the points on the board in the second half, and that's so important because, again, that goes back to your conditioning. That's something you start working back in May.
Yes.
Is getting these guys ready to be on the field. You talked about, you and I were talking off the air a minute ago, while it's not hot, there is some humidity tonight. The clouds are moving up above, but down there the flag hasn't moved over there in the corner. So this could be a night where if you don't have guys in good condition and well hydrated, you might have some cramps late in the ball game.
That's right.
But your conditioning, how you're going to be able to move the ball and stop people from moving the ball late in the ball game, really could separate and decide who's going to win this ball game.
And from Callaway's side, Coach Dusty Hubbard's got that defense working real well, especially, he's got something, a momentum going, and it's a pride thing now that the second half is kind of, they want to start the ball game off with, hey, guys, just don't let them score at all. But yet now when you look at the second half, they're thinking, the last 2 ball games we've not let anybody score. So it's a pride thing. When they go in at halftime, they say, all right, the second half is ours, guys. Let's shut them down. And so they will come out in the second half even with more intense focus, especially from a defensive standpoint. And, of course, the Tigers have to be aware of that Callaway might actually pick it up a little bit of pace in the second half defensive-wise.
What's interesting as I think about the Troup offense is we've seen them against Harris County come out strong, move the ball down the field, put points on the board, but then the mistake bug, the turnover bug is what tends to hit Troup, and they get a little bit behind, and then things get kind of spiral out of control. We've got to control, if you're the Troup High School Tigers, you've got to control the ball, you've got to control the line of scrimmage, and you've got to put points on that board early.
Well, and you got to be able to move the chains, and if we're not turning it over, unfortunately, by mistakes, whether it be a fumble or an interception or maybe a fumble after catch, trying to get yardage after catch from a wide receiver, we get stalled and we turn it over on downs. And that's one of the things that the Tigers are trying to improve on each week is move the chains, keep the ball rolling. And we saw that a couple weeks ago with Jacksonville State down at Auburn. People say, oh, it's Jackson State, man. I can't believe they did that. Hey, Jacksonville State's a heck of a ball team. And I was talking to a couple of Alabama folks saying, hey, if Jacksonville State had played you guys, of course, I got the old cold shoulder like, no, we're Alabama. Well, I think Alabama may be rethinking that after Ole Miss put the whooping on them last week. But Jacksonville State is a team that they came into the Auburn game and they said, hey, we're going to control the offense. We're going to control our ball game. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to make it a short game. And that's how a strategy is to keep ball control. Because if you got the ball, guess what? Your opponent doesn't.
That's true. Let's look down. The captains are on the field right now. They include number 10, J.T. Wortham, along with number 9, Brandon Bonney. Also got number 17, Devin Brock, and number 56, Courtney Lay for the Cavaliers.
For the Tigers, number 71, Mark Seymour, number 25, Cameron Russell, and I can't make out the other number, and I'll give you that as soon as big number 10 moves out of the way. I guess is that Cameron on
that's J.T. Wortham.
J.T. Wortham, big
he's
kid. Yeah, you see how small the Tigers are compared to the Cavaliers. But, they're down on the field now. Normally we would have sideline reporter, but right now Tony Walls is helping us out. He's doing PA tonight. And as soon as Brandon gets here from trying to hitch 2 people, I don't know why they want to do that. Tony's going to hopefully move over here with us and get down on some sidelines, whether he goes down or I go down. We're going to get 3 of us back in the radio. We're trying to figure out who won the toss. The umpire.
Guys. It looks like that Callaway has won the toss.
Yep, sure does.
Yep, Callaway's won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. So the Tigers will have the ball. They will be receiving. They'll be facing the auditorium. They'll have the Elm City plant to their back. And we'll get started with football in just a minute. Let's take our last break. When we come back, we got Kickoff live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of 1 action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1248, Eagle1023.com.
The Troup High School Tigers have run in from our right, the Callaway Cavaliers running in from our left, and we're about to start a football game as the Troup High School Tigers are taking on the Callaway Cavaliers. It'll be an exciting night of football. Still some room on the far side and on this near side of the stands if you want to come out here. We don't have any rain as of yet, but bring your little jacket, some umbrella, and come on out here and join us at the stadium. It's going to be a great night for football.
Yep, you're right, Jack. No rain yet, but you look down to the, to the west, and it looks like it might be circling back around, but we hope the rain will hold off at least till about 10:30.
But we didn't have the sun in our eyes as we got ready to do the pregame,
that's
so
nice.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's some positives.
Usually we can't see that the first quarter play because the sun's, especially a Thursday night game when you start at 7, that sun's right in your face.
Well, the Tigers, my two sons will be there on the 45-yard line. Dre Flagg, number 34. He's our blindside son, if you will. He's been with us for about 5 months and treat him like one of our own. Scott Hicks will be adjacent to him, and looks like Ethan Short will be shoring up the middle along with Quentin Kersey. And looks like Sean Coleman on the other end. So,
saw this young man last night, Noah Stevens. He came to LaGrange High to watch the Callaway Cavalier volleyball team play. Here he goes to kick things off. There's the kick. Nice high kick. Will be taken down at about the 15. And was that a fair catch he called?
It was a fair catch by number 29, Albert Hairston, who's a freshman cornerback. I appreciate some strategy. Maybe the coach told him to do that, but it's a 15-yard line. Kind of wished he had taken it and run it. I don't know the strategy behind that.
Well, I saw the two of them both go after the ball, too. I think that was part of the problem. You had two guys, they were both kind of angling after it. Got to let that guy behind you who's your big runner usually have a chance. That's that freshman experience, so it'll take him a little bit to get used to that.
That's right.
So here come the Troup High School Tigers. They are in their white shirts with the dark pants. Callaway in all red with a white stripe down the side. And here we go. Shotgun snap is what the quarterback. Sanders will have Hill back up the pass, looking. Going to have to step up. Callaway knocks the ball loose. They're going to get back on it. So a heads-up play by Dexter Shealy to get back on the ball after it was knocked out of his hands as he stepped up in the pocket. Nothing downfield. Great coverage by Callaway.
Tigers have come out with trips to the left and twins to the right. And the offensive line's got to do a little bit better job at blocking to that way. The Cavaliers was all in the backfield. And that'll move the ball back from the 15 down to the 9-yard line, so a loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16.
Empty backfield. Ken Truitt, the former quarterback, in the slot position to this near side. Going to take it. Just a quick throw across the middle. Actually bounces up. Falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Well, again, he had Cameron Russell just on a little seam route down, and he threw it down on his feet. Had he made the catch, he would have picked up at least 6 to 7 yards and kind of made it a little bit of 3rd down in respect. But now it's 3rd down and a quick 15, and so the Tigers will be backed up to their own goal line. Not a good way to start the game right now.
No, their backs are against the wall. They need to get a first down here badly. He backs up the pass, looking, going to air it out, throws across the middle, and it hit his hands. Cameron Russell was wide open, caught it, had yardage ahead of him, but it just goes right through, and it falls incomplete. So now it'll be Callaway backing up to receive a punt from the Troup High School Tigers.
Normally, Cameron Russell has excellent hands, and give him a little bit of excuse, I guess, if you will. The ball was thrown behind him. It was a good throw right on the money, but Cameron had to kind of turn his body around and made it a little bit more challenging to catch. But you're right, Jack. He probably, had he caught it, would have had a first down. So the Tigers, it looks like, from the opening series, called a fair catch and turns around and with going to do a true spread offense, at least the first series.
Michael Young set to punt the ball away, steps up, gets the kickoff. High kick, pretty good one. Going to hit down about the 40. It takes a Callaway bounce home, but the Tigers having a rough time with things. As now the Callaway Cavaliers are going to have the ball on the 34-yard line. Oh, they were deep into Troup territory already.
Well, you're right. It's
notebook. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we Tigers basically a short punt. Good height on it, good hang time, but it hit on about the Troup Tiger 40-yard line and bounced back. The Tigers covered it on the 34-yard line. So the Callaway Cavaliers starting early in great field position inside Tiger territory at the 34-yard line.
So here comes Callaway. Ball resting, as Greg said, on the 34-yard line. Go hand off into the line on the right side. They hit him, and now he breaks free. Down to the 25-20, 10. Good downfield blocking all the way into the end zone. First play from scrimmage for the Callaway Cavaliers, and they go right into the end zone, 34 yards for a touchdown.
They just hit it up the middle, and it was packed in the middle. And I don't know if that was Cedric Maynard. It was Cedric Maynard.
Yep.
So from 34 yards out, Cedric Maynard tries to take it inside and saw that it was nothing but clogged up. And as smart runners do, they look for another opening, and he bounces it outside. And all of our guys had kind of got sucked in, and he hits a corner, and 34 yards later and 3 seconds later, he's maybe 6 seconds later, he's in the end zone. So
they're going to go for two.
Going for two. Going to catch Troup off balance and can walk in the end zone. So it'll be 8-0 as we quickly start this game.
Wow. So that was Dre Martin actually in a kind of a wildcat position. He's played quarterback before. He goes in the end zone and gets the 2-point conversion. So 8-0 with 10:56 left to go in the first quarter play right here on Eagle Sports. And we're
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
having a few little problems with some of our signal. We'll make sure you know what happened just a moment ago. We had Cedric Maynard take the first play from scrimmage for the Cavaliers, go 34 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. Dre Martin came on in the Wildcat. Actually, he has been a quarterback, so we're going to call it a Wildcat. Takes it to the right, has a guy in pitch relationship, goes into the end zone, though, picks up the 2-point conversion. So 8-0 is our score with 10:56 left to go. And here comes Noah Stevens once again to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line. There's the kick, more of a line drive kick this time. Goes all the way down to the 7, taken from there up to the 10, 15, 20, cutting back to the middle of the field. Gets up to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 with a little bit better field position.
Good run by Ken Truitt as he picks the ball up on the 9-yard line and is able to cut it back inside toward the hash marks, turns it upfield, and the Tigers will have, as you said, Jack, better field possession on their second series. And if they just need to take
that's not a good spot. They're going to give it to I thought he got up a little farther. They'll give it to the 26.
So it's still 11 yards better than the first time, and they did a fair catch. So let's see what the Tigers, and it looks like they're going to stay true to their stay in the spread at their offensive scheme this time. And let's see as Truitt comes over, and he's asking him to come on back on the field. They're shifting things around. So here we go.
Shealy's the quarterback. He'll have 3 to the top side, 1 to this bottom side. Going to hand the ball off into the line. He's hit there at the line of scrimmage and brought down quickly. So I think he got back to the line of scrimmage again. I think that was all. So 2nd down and 10.
Again, to start with, it looks like the Tigers are, had plenty of fire over in the end zone, but it just looks like they're just down in the dumps. I don't know what it is. They just lack that intensity right now as they're coming off the football. Somebody's got to set the fire. And let's see, I don't know if that's going to be encroachment. Let's see, it is going to be encroachment. Looks like Callaway will give us an easy 5. That's the biggest gain of so far tonight.
Take that 5 pretty quick. Brett Thompson, one of our producers here in the booth, trying to make sure that we get all the equipment fixed. So now Callaway, they mentioned Callaway went offside, so now it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Troup High School Tigers. Number 25 for the Troup High School Tigers, Cameron Russell, is back in the backfield. We're going to throw across the middle, complete to the 40, and now down to the 50. Still on his feet to the 40. And a great job by the Troup High School Tigers opening up this offense and getting a nice pass downfield.
Tremaine Tolbert basically just came in from his slot position and did basically a crossing route. And he hit him about 8 yards deep. He picks up yards after catch, about 30 yards. That'll move the ball all the way into Callaway territory down to the 37-yard line. So a nice 32-yard gain by Tremaine Tolbert. Nice pass from Dexter Shealy as well.
Shealy, once again, the shotgun set. Makes a motion to his guys, backs up to pass again, looking. Nice job of covering things in the backfield. Throws it down the field. He's going to go out of bounds. Had a man out there, just a little overthrew him.
Ken Truitt was his slot back. He had eased out in the flats and got behind the corner. And Shealy took the ball, was under pressure from the right side. He moved out toward the Troup sidelines and had Truitt all by himself at about the 22. Just kind of overthrew him on the sidelines. And, of course, he's had to throw across his body, and he was running, so that will put an extra trajectory on the pass. But, again, Tigers have shown that, run game is not something they want to concentrate on right now.
No.
They're just going to see what they can do on a total spread offense.
Cameron Russell stays in the backfield. He was a great blocking back that time. In fact, did a good job of protecting Dexter Shealy, 6. Number 17, Chance Hill, split wide to this near side, trips to the top side once again. Sheely will take the shotgun snap, steps straight back, rolls to his left, looking, airs it out downfield, batted down. And a nice defensive play out there that time. I believe that was number 2, Dre Martin.
Number 2, Dre Martin, from his outside linebacker position, he kind of played his zone exactly where he should have played it. He, as Sheely moves out to his left, again, across his body, throws, and he has Tremaine Tolbert wide open on the 32-yard line, or actually the 26-yard line, and Martin just sticks that big paw up and bats it down. So very quickly, that first down long gain now turns into 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball resting on Callaway's 37-yard line.
Sheely once again from the shotgun set, has one man to his left in Russell. Takes the snap, going to fake the handoff, throws it across the middle. We complete it to the 30. He's got to step up. Does he make the first down, Greg?
I don't think he's going to quite get it.
I think he's a little short.
He'll be about a yard short. He caught the ball on the 29. He stepped back to the 28, and then he turned it upfield. He's able to get down to the 28 and a half, and he had to go down to the that's a close enough spot. I'm surprised that coach isn't no, actually, we're still about a yard short. Yeah. Now that I look up and see the 4th down signal. So, Tigers, hey, you know what? We come to this game 0-4.
Let's go for it.
Why not?
Yeah.
4
down territory.
Punt's not going to really do you a whole lot of good. It might give them an extra 15 yards, and if it goes into the end zone, really you're only going to pick up 8 yards. You might as well try to see what you can do with 4th down and maybe a yard and a half to go.
Callaway puts 5 men on the front line, and a timeout is called on the field. It looks like the Troup High School Tigers have called the timeout. They take a timeout. We take one as well. This time it's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take timeout to remind your kids not to text and drive. You're listening to Troup and Callaway right here on Eagle Sports.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now back to Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Eagle Sports production of the Troup High School Tigers taking on the Callaway Cavaliers as the Tigers right now are driving. They have a 4th down and short they're looking at. They're going to stay with the spread offense, actually going kind of a pistol set this time with Cameron Russell just offset of the quarterback Sheely. Twins to this near side, a wing to the left, and they're going to jump off sides. Actually, it looks like they didn't call it. Sheely's going to pick up the ball, get the first down and more down to 20-15, goes out of bounds at the 12. There was lots and lots of jumping off sides, Greg. They didn't call anything, did they?
Well, I don't know. The umpire sitting here signaling that may or may not come back. Let's see what happens.
The chains are moved.
No, they're moving it. First down. So a lot of times
defense jumped in, and also then one offensive lineman jumped.
What happened is good heads-up play by center Hudson Newton, and that he saw so much movement. He quickly snapped the ball to really the surprise of Dexter Sheely. Kind of caught him on the ankle. Dexter reached down, picked it up off the ground, and one would say that's a broken play. Dexter then takes it off the right side and picks up 15 yards inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it.
All right, this is going to fake the handoff to Russell. Sheely's going to roll to his right, looking, throws across his body. It's going to be batted down. Looks like number 4 for Callaway, Dylan Johnson. That was a dangerous play right there, Greg.
Well, I tell you what, he had he had Tremaine. Actually, he had Montez Crow. So good job for Montez. Montez comes in 6'3". He had him in the slot position. Montez is sliding across on about the 2-yard line. He actually overthrew both of them, and you kind of wish you had that back because had he threw it in Montez's chest, that would have been either first and goal or a touchdown. Even though Dylan Johnson was playing excellent defense there. Dylan stands at about 5'9" maybe, and Montez comes in at 6'3". So here we go again for the Tigers.
She takes the snap, backs up the pass, looking, throws across his body, throws it high for his intended receiver that time.
And Tolbert, he comes from his slot position. He runs down about the 10, does a little hook, and he gives Sheely a look like, dude. Man, come on, I'm wide open. I mean, you done threw 3 of them. And I don't know if Sheely's just so excited that he's all of a sudden he's got guys open. I don't know what's going on, but I think they're going to – Callaway's called a timeout, so the Tigers, I'm sure, will discuss it as well.
This timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take timeout to remind your kids to say no to drugs. 8-0, Callaway leading Troup with 8:14 left to go in the first quarter play right here on Eagle Sports.
Kia.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WL69 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now, back to Troup versus Callaway.
Tigers coming back out on the field after the Callaway Cavaliers called a timeout. Stopping the clock with 8:41 left to go. The Tigers trying to answer as the Callaway Cavaliers got on the board first, 8-0. One play is all they've run. Now the Troup High School Tigers have run the ball all the way down the field. Cameron Russell will be in the backfield, trips to the left with one wide receiver, kind of a bunch set. There's the snap. Shealy backs to pass, looking at a man in his face, steps up in the pocket, still walking, looking for somebody, and they're going to sack him back at the 23.
Well, this is, I wanted to say that in that previous timeout I saw where Coach Follett and Coach Holt was kind of taking care of the offensive unit, and then Coach Glisson there was over there talking to Shealy, and I'm sure he was giving him some words of wisdom, settle it down a little bit, son, you got everybody there. And then Shealy comes back out, has an opportunity to run it north and south, chooses to scramble a little bit more, and kind of a bad decision. He was trying to get away from everybody, and he probably should have just thrown it out of the back of the end zone, wound up losing 5 yards. So, but that'll put us attempt a field goal as Michael Young will set the marker down on the 29-yard line. So it'll be a 39-yard field goal attempt.
Let's see what he can do to get the Tigers on the board. Snap, hold, kick is up, got some distance.
It's good.
And it's going to go through, so the Tigers will put 3 on the board. So 8-3 is your score. Nice job of answering back. Not quite as loud as they'd like to answer, but they did put points on the board. So 8-3 is your score with 7:45 left to go in this first quarter play. You're listening to high school football right here on Eagle Sports.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
74-yard scoring drive for the Troup High School Tigers. They put 3 on the board off the foot of Michael Young. 8-3 is your score right now. Callaway has only run one play from scrimmage, and they scored a touchdown, so the Callaway offense looking to get on the board and on the field now.
Nice job holding by Brantley Robinson. He's a sophomore. Does an outstanding job linebacking for the JV as well. Had a great game Wednesday against LaGrange JV. And Brantley, kind of like Scott, not very big, but he's got a lot of heart.
Michael Young kicks it. Nice high kick. Be taken back at the 10-yard line and up from there to the 15. And he's going to slip. His knee goes down. They don't call him down. He loses yardage back to the 10, comes back up to the 15. Tries to cut the middle of the field to the 20, gets to the 25-yard line before he's brought down.
You're right, Jack, but maybe they got blue flags because there's a blue towel or something down on the marker, like about the 8-yard line.
I thought he slipped down,
and it could have been. Maybe he just couldn't. Maybe he doesn't have a yellow flag tonight. Maybe the umpire's the only one that's got a blue flag. But we're going to see what's happening. He's over here. He's got a block in the back that he's going to call on Callaway. So at any rate, it's going to come back.
So maybe back to where that flag is. We'll see.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe they've gone to blue flags. They've gone to female umpires, so why not blue flags?
Well, they're up here in the booth.
Yeah, but, hey, they're officials.
They're very official.
They got the stripes on. They've earned their stripes.
It's a spot foul. Okay, that's he threw that as the spot of the foul, so half the distance to the goal line from there. So the ball will rest down at the 5-yard line. That's where Callaway will have it 1st and 10.
So the Tigers' defense got an opportunity here to kind of take a deep breath and say, all right, now let's hold them. Let's don't let them get outside us, and let's don't let them come up the middle. Let's make sure that we play excellent defense here.
So here comes Callaway from the 5. They're moving right to left on your radio dial. Toss sweep going around the right side. They try to get to the outside. Troup kind of bows up there. Stops them short of the 15.
Darryl Craw in on the tackle from his left outside linebacker position, and Ethan Short involved in a excellent slugfest down there, or at least block fest, if you will, with the Callaway offensive lineman. So but good job. That'll pick up about 9 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Backing up to pass as the quarterback throws it downfield, complete to the 20. Not a whole lot of extra yardage gained right there.
You got to give credit to number 4, Ken Truitt. He was the corner that time, and I want to say the wideout for Callaway. I didn't catch his number. He goes down about 8 yards, picks up the catch, and Truitt grabs him by the ankle and is not going to let him go. And
it was just enough to move the chains, though, so a first down for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Looks like Hicks and Flagg in excellent pursuit is able to keep him from a major gain on that. But you're right, Jack. We first down, ball spotted on the 23-yard line. So in 2 plays, they've moved it out to the 23-yard line from the 4.
Sanders from the shotgun set takes the snap, hands the ball off to his tailback, coming around the right side. He finds the seam to the 40, 50. Great downfield block, and he may be gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers. Greg, we talked about it in the pregame. You got to protect that outside. You can't let them get outside. Can't let them escape contain. And that's exactly what Cedric Maynard does as he goes down on about an 80-yard touchdown run.
Well, you're right. It's about a 76-yard run. You add that to his original 34, so he's on 100 yards, and I think that was his 2nd touch, maybe his 3rd touch. Again, he broke it off right offensive tackle, left defensive tackle. And they had good stop block out there by the wideout. And again, the offensive line made it out to our linebackers and just couldn't make that play. And give credit to the Callaway Cavaliers and just creating some holes. And you kind of wish the defense at Troup would tighten up and give Callaway something to work for.
So they're going to attempt the point after touchdown now. Stevens on to attempt that. Waiting for the snap. Hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So it's 6:35. Yeah, 6:35 left in the first quarter. 15-3 is your score right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 90, 1240 AM and online at eagle1023.com.
15-3 is your score with 6:35 left to go in the first quarter place. We're at the Troup High School Tigers trailing the Callaway Cavaliers right now. Callaway moving right to left. They just scored on the feet of Cedric Maynard. So he goes 76 yards down for a touchdown. So 34-76. He's got over 100 yards so far in this ball game tonight. There's the kick. Kind of squibs it around, taken down to 15, up to the 20. He slips, but gets back up. And he's going to get to the 27-yard line. That's number 29 for the Troup High School Tigers.
That's a freshman, Albert Harrison there, Jack. He was able to, he opened the game up with a fair catch on the 15.
Did better that time.
I think the coach said, don't do that again, son. So he picks it up on about the 12. Good kick by Noah. And he picks it up on the 12 and brings it back out to the 30. So the 29. So this is each time that Callaway kicks off, we get a little bit better field position. But I'd just soon not have Callaway kicking off because when they're kicking off, that means they've scored.
Yep, or we've gone to the second half. All right, twins to the left and right. Single back in the backfield. Here comes the Troup High School Tigers staying with this wide open offense. Dexter Shealy, the quarterback. Offense looks above the sideline. Gets their play. And now they're ready. There's a snap. Shealy backs up to pass. Looking. Goes across the middle. Actually behind his intended receiver. Number 17 for the Troup High School Tigers in Chance Hill.
Well, I just was really not even paying attention to the wideouts. I was simply focusing that time on the defensive line and the offensive line and kind of seeing what happened. And Hubbard has just got his defensive line pinning their ears back. He's also sending linebackers on blitz. So he's simply trying to bring 7, 8 guys into the box and just overpowering and getting to Shealy before he has an opportunity to throw the ball.
But too interesting, as we're looking at a pass offense, that's putting 5 men inside the box. So that's less guys you've got. But they're having to play a true zone back here, almost a man.
Yep.
There's a snap. Quickly passes the ball out and almost picked off. Oh, my goodness gracious. as number 12, Braylon Sanders, almost picks up. They go get a flag on that one, though.
Well, it probably should be a flag on Sanders in that he hit Tolbert, but then Tolbert got up and pushed him back. So more than likely it's going to be against the Tigers in retaliation. And if that's the case, that'll move the ball back 15 yards. But, some of the Tigers are saying it's against Callaway. Kind of a late flag if it is. Because we got the one stripe saying, no, it needs to go this way, doesn't it, Coach? Now I think they've changed the direction, so it is going to go against the Tigers.
So penalty against Cal, roughing the passer?
Why are they moving the ball back? Okay, they hadn't figured it out yet.
Oh, this way, sorry.
So they hadn't. I don't know if they figured it out yet. So
that's going to go against Callaway. Was that roughing the passer, Greg?
No, actually, it should have been a personal foul against.
Just that signal was odd.
I hear Tony from the next booth over there. Are you kidding me? So, that was a tough call right there, guys.
Reminded that his mic might be on. So.
First down and 10. Troup.
All right, so Troup gets a first down on it, and here they come up once again. Deep in the secondary, the backfield is the quarterback Dexter Shealy. He takes the shotgun snap, backs up to pass. Got some guys in his face. Callaway right on top of him. Throws the ball. Oh, man, Tolbert was wide open at the 50 and had running room to go, but it falls incomplete.
It's going to be a long night for the offensive unit and Dexter Shealy if the offensive line can't get off the snap quicker than that and can't get their man and stay with their man, particularly on the outside. You got to step out there and take care of these outside linebackers, these defensive ends, because they're going to give Shealy they're going to chase him all night long. And Shealy's had some guys open. I mean, he's got guys that's sitting in the little 6 and 8 yard zone here, but he's got to make those passes. And as soon as he can start making them, that's going to relieve some of the pressure.
Especially with Callaway rushing 5, there's an opportunity back there. Go fake the ball to Cameron Russell. We complete a pass, but number 6, Dominic Copeland, levels the receiver.
Chance Hill there on a little stab pass. He takes about a step foot off the line, and again, the Tigers are just really not even trying to block, I don't think, and it's a little discouraging. You really want the offensive line to take a little bit more pride in what they're showing right now, and if they would do that, hold these guys off, and I don't know if they're just so much. Callaway is just so much bigger, faster, stronger. I don't think so. The offensive line's pretty good size, but they've got to step it up and keep these defensive guys off of Shealy. It give him a little bit more time to do some work back there.
Trips to the top side. One man slip wide to this near side.
3rd down and 10.
Our score right now is 15-3 in favor of Callaway. The snap, Sanders back to pass. Steps back up in the pocket, looking, throws downfield, way downfield, and overthrows his intended receiver.
Again, he definitely ate his Wheaties tonight because everything he's throwing is above and beyond his wide receiver. So I don't know if he's just pumped for this football game or what, but you can see that he's just got a lot of energy behind these passes tonight. And as soon as he can try to bring them in on the mark, I think there are going to be some positive things on this defense. And we've got the umpire talking to the side judge, and it looks like Callaway's saying we're going to wave it off. We're going to decline it. So maybe it's against the Tigers. Let's see what it is. We didn't catch that one, Jack, because the play was going away from us.
The legal man downfield.
Yeah.
They're going to decline that, and the Tigers will have to punt the ball away.
Downfield against Troup. Penalty is declined.
So here we got the dulcet tones of Tony Walls there doing the statement announcing. Brandon Brooks has arrived, so we'll roll Tony in here one way or the other in a minute. There's a snap. Steps up. Kick. Nice high kick this time for the Tigers. Taken back at the 12. Kelly moving the ball up to the 20. Makes a man miss at the 25, 30. He's wide open in the middle of the field. What a huge block. That's going to come back. That was a block in the back. He gets it all the way across the 50 to the 45, but a big block down at about the 35-yard line. The crowd really liked it, but it was a block right in the back.
Good job by Chance Hill, basically making the tackle on the Tigers' 45-yard line. There was a huge hit, blindside hit. I don't know if it was a clip or what. It looked like a good clean hit from here, and I know the Callaway fans thought it was too, but evidently the officials didn't think so. But the Callaway Cavaliers took the punt. Troup had good coverage, just didn't converge on their lanes like they're staying in their lanes like they should. Kind of converged on the football and let him get him outside, and he cuts it outside, cuts it back across the midfield to the 45-yard line, which is where Chance Hill takes that and makes a tackle. But you're right, Jack. They're going to call it a block in the back for Callaway. That's 2 block in the backs on 2 special teams.
Yep.
And that may be, of course, the Tigers, we welcome those penalties to back the Cavaliers up, but the Cavaliers proved that when they start inside the 5-yard line, they can still score.
Yeah. Well, the key here is this going to be a spot foul, or they're going to take it from where the ball was down. Because if it's a spot foul, it would be a big penalty for the Troup High School Tigers to help them out. Looking down the field for the official to give us the indication. Block in the back against Callaway. Personal foul against Troup. Offsetting. Okay. So the ball will actually be up here at the 45-yard line.
That's interesting. I didn't see the personal foul.
His personal foul looks a little different than some other personal foul calls. That's why I couldn't really tell. I didn't know if he was making this the downward motion or, of course, you're on radio, folks. You can't see what my arms are doing. But 5:03 left to go in this first quarter play. 15-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. And Callaway has the ball at the 45-yard line of the Tigers now. Are they going to replay the down?
Replay the down.
Yep, that's what they're going to do is replay the down. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Yep.
Gets the offsetting penalties, brings it back to 4th down, and here we go.
Let's see if we can get as good or better punt off, and let's see if we can have better coverage.
I think better coverage is definitely the thing the Tigers are going to look for this time. Here we go. There's a snap to Michael Young. Young steps up, and he's hit, but they're going to say he was blocked into him. Ball goes out of bounds on the far side, so no roughing the kicker call as the Tigers try to get that. So we'll actually turn out better for the Troup High School Tigers as the ball now will be in Callaway territory instead of Troup territory.
And picked up about 15 yards on that punt. He was under a ton of pressure.
Yeah, barely got it off.
Absolutely no blocking up front by the Tigers. And, again, got to see better times in the future. But right now, that got to have some leadership step up for those Tigers. And somebody's got to take the bull by the horns and be that leader, start really playing intense out there. So the Cavaliers come up to the line of scrimmage. Ball's resting on the 44-yard line.
Back up, handoff into the line. Going to go on the right side. Pick up about, we'll call it 4, 2nd and 6.
Got to be careful. Looks like we've got a couple of kids on either side of the ball. Might be getting a little bit of extracurricular activity after the whistle. So Vicente Stafford's coming in there kind of late on that tackle and got a little aggressive. I'm sure the coaches are letting him know, and I'm sure the guys in the stripes are letting him know you need to kind of take it easy, guy, because we're going to be flag happy tonight if you're not. So that picks up 4 for Callaway. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Going to call it 2nd and 7 from the scoreboard.
Troup has a 4-man front coming after the Callaway Cavaliers with that. There's the snap. They're going to run it, pitch it to the right side, and he escapes the contain, picks up a 1st and more across the 40-yard line down to the 37.
Got a flag on the play. And again, it was a nice option. Pitches it out to the tailback. Tailback picks up about 15, 16 yards. And the flag was thrown near the tackle, so I don't know if it's a face mask, if it's a horse collar, if it's something against the Tigers. But they're talking to the Tigers, so it could have been a holding out there. Let's see what happens. But the flag is resting, Jack, on the 35-yard line of the
Right on the 35. The ball stopped at the 37. So waiting for the call here.
We got a holding against Callaway. So right now, that's our grace, is that because Callaway basically is just going through the motions and moving, running and doing whatever they want to do. They're picking up plenty of yards.
It's a spot foul, 10 yards, so back up to the 45-yard line goes Callaway.
Fish side judge decides he needs to talk it over with the umpire.
They're going to try to make sure they got the downs right.
Okay.
So I believe it's 2nd down, but they're going to leave first. Oh, they're resetting the chains.
Okay.
So bringing the chain zone down.
They never moved the chains. It was a 1st down.
Now where we go. So 1st down, ball resting, as we said, on the 45-yard line. Sanders will take it, fake the handoff, roll to his left, throws it way downfield. Got a man wide open back there. He catches it, takes 3 steps, goes in the end zone. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers.
I don't know what happened to Rutledge. Tay Moreland on that one. I was kind of taking a look at the offensive defensive lines, and I looked up, and he throws basically a old school bomb, if you will. And the receiver standing on the back.
Devin Brock down there.
Brock he caught it on the 4-yard line, and like you said, took 3 big steps, and he just kind of eases in the end zone.
And Devin's not super tall, so that it's 3 big steps for him to put it in the end zone. So here comes Noah. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 3:51 left to go, again in the first quarter.
Yep.
22-3 is your score. Callaway leading right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries.
Guaranteed. You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange. State Farm is there.
Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, Callaway Cavalier football. All of that happening tonight, as looks like the Callaway Cavaliers will be kicking the ball off again to the Troup High School Tigers. Noah Stevens, whose leg is getting used quite a bit tonight, set to kick it off. 22-3 is your score. Callaway leading this one with 3:51 left to go in the first quarter of play. It's been a 35-minute first quarter. Stevens steps over, set to kick the ball off. Starting from the 30 as he makes his way from right to left. Gets the kickoff, a line drive, spinning down, taking it to 10, up to the 15, 20, 25, and he's hit and brought down there. Again, that was Harrison. It almost looked like Stevens is aiming it at Harrison. Harrison's caught the ball both times and has brought it back from there. Callaway just hasn't run a lot of plays tonight. I think there was only 5 plays in that last drive. So in the first drive they had tonight, 1 play. Second drive they had 3 plays. That one, 5 plays. And a touchdown in each one. So 22-3 is your score. So here come the Troup High School Tigers. Their third, 4th time with the ball in this first quarter of play. They have 3 points on the board off the foot of Michael Young, their place kicker. I'm joined once again by Tony Walls, whose dulcet tones have been in the press box over there. Going to hand the ball off to Cameron Russell. Russell gets across the 25, 26-yard line. And so far, Tony, it's been all Callaway.
Pretty much in the first quarter, Jack, as you said, Callaway's hit Troup with some big plays. Troup High's, except for their first drive, they've been 3 and out. Really hadn't seemed to get anything going yet, and Callaway's defense has been swarming to the ball. A lot of pressure on Sheely for some early throws, some errant throws. So, as you said right now, it's all Callaway.
So here they come once again. Tigers will take the snap. Going to hand the ball off into the line. It's Cameron Russell. He's going to be spun down short of the 30, out to the 32-yard line. That's, again, a pretty good mix there with Sheely. Sheely's been throwing the ball a lot, but he's put a little bit too much on it, a little too much pepper, thrown over his intended receiver several times in the ball game tonight.
He's had a couple of people open, just missed him a little bit, Jack, as you said. Hadn't really been able to step into the throws except for a couple of times.
Of pressure.
Because of the pressure.
Well,
pressure at his feet, it affects him. You don't have to get a sack to affect the quarterback. Just get those feet moving. And so far, Callaway's done a good job of applying pressure.
Kelly brings in 4, and they flush him out of the pocket once again. He throws it, and almost complete that time to Cameron Russell. He just kind of tossed it out there, and Sheely's slow to get up as he's taking some pounding tonight.
Took a big hit that time by number 14, Javosky Leverett, from his defensive end position as he rolled to his right, unable to find anybody open. So, again, looks like Troup High will have to punt.
This could be a long night for Dexter Sheely. They're running this spread offense, but he's just not getting a lot of help from his front line. Callaway, also credit that front defensive line to Callaway because they're coming through pretty strong.
Right.
So here comes Michael Young to punt the ball away. He'll stand on the 15-yard line. One man back deep for the Callaway Cavaliers. They've almost blocked it the last couple of times. Let's see if they come after it again. They don't this time. They're going to set up a wall. High kick, very short. Going to bounce down at the 50 and take a Cavalier bounce. Well, I tell you, it's just going all Cavalier tonight. Ball bounces down into the 44. Let's take a quick 30 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
Hello, Callaway Cavalier football fans. This is your old friend Jonathan Moosemat from King Chevrolet and King Kawasaki in Valley. are proud to be huge sponsors right here on Eagle Sports coverage of the Callaway Cavaliers football team this year. We know that Coach Wiggins and the staff there have been working with these young men and turning these young men into football players, and we know that hard work is going to pay off with another long playoff run. So let's go, Callaway Cavaliers. Take care of business and know that your friends in Valley, Alabama at King are behind you 100%.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Maybe we shouldn't have stepped away quite so quick because Braylon Sanders rolls to his right, throws one ball down to Trey Martin in the end zone. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers. And in one play, they put 6 on the board again.
You know, Jack, that was a great throw by Braylon Sanders, led Trey Martin. And if you get it close to Trey, he's going to catch it, put it right on his hands. He didn't have to stop, continue to run. Play covers about 50 yards again. Puts the Cavaliers up by a score of 28-3 with the extra point to follow.
Tell you what, guys, just down here from the field, the Tigers have got to pick up the pace because they're getting blown out terribly. And this is probably, of all the games that we've seen so far this year, guys, it may not be it may be the worst display of defense that I've seen so far.
29-3 is our score with 2:03 left to go, guys, in the first quarter. Let's take a break. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange wants you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue. Take 10 minutes this Saturday morning. Bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday.
Now back to Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
2:03 left to go. The first quarter play, 29-3 Callaway, and it's been all Callaway. They've only run about 11 plays.
Yeah, and Jack, we're still in the first quarter with 2 minutes to go. So, good execution by Callaway on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. And so far, Troup has some trouble getting out of the gate.
Here they come. Troup bring the ball up to the 20. Bounce it out to the 25. Stays in bounds to the 30. Good job of running the ball down the field to the 35. It's a nice return for Troup High School as they get the ball to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, there's a Callaway Cavalier down on the field, guys, down about the 10-yard line. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, he's hurt. I don't think anybody knows him. Terry Hayes bringing some folks down there to check on him.
That was Cameron Russell on that return. Jack, tackled by number 23 for the Cavaliers, Kobe Jackson. So let's see who the injured player is.
As they check on him, let's go ahead and take a quick break. 30 seconds back to the station as we check on this injured Callaway Cavalier right here on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together equipment and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Troup vs. Callaway.
That young man's back up and doing okay. DQ was
DQ Wilkerson, number 22 there, Jack.
Out for just a few moments. So here come the Tigers as the quarterback's going to step up into the pocket, get a few yards up the field. He may get some running yards tonight because he's had to do that several times to step up in that pocket because it's collapsing around him.
Yeah, he stepped up into the pocket. Number 52 there, Keegan Ramsey, was there to meet him. Was able to get forward for about 3 yards. Good coverage downfield that time by the Cavaliers as they were able to. Shealy looked downfield and was not able to find anybody open.
Well, that's what the Cavaliers have done. Again, it's interesting. They've got 5 guys up in the box, so they definitely know that the Troup might try to run with Cameron Russell. Back up to pass, a little screen pass in the middle of the field. We'll get good yardage out of this one to the 40, 45. And that's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
That's a well-executed screenplay right there, Jack. One of the ways to combat a good rush from a team is to throw those screens and slow those defensive ends down some. It's a good execution that time by Troup High School. Set up a little screen to the left out there to Cameron Russell. Got a couple of good blocks. Got ahead for a first down. 1:09
left to go in the first quarter. 29-3 is your score. Here come the Troup High School Tigers once again. Trips to this near side. Man slip wide to the far side. There's the snap. Backs up to pass again. We've got some movement of the line, and that's going to come back.
Looks like the Tigers may have flinched over here on the left side,
so.
the right tackle.
Right before the field goal earlier, it looked like that both a Cavalier and a Troup High School Tiger both jumped at the same time, but they never didn't call it.
Well, if they jump at the same time, it's not really a penalty. They offset, so there's no need. Isn't that how it works?
Well, I would throw 2 flags myself.
Well, same thing. You just save a little time, see?
That's it.
You know.
I thought you got paid by the penalties. You use as many flags.
No, that's in baseball. You get paid by the out.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're a pitcher, that's for sure. Those guys make a lot of money. All right, so here they come. Dexter Shealy takes the snap, backs up to pass, throws it complete out here to the flats to the 50. Nice job of moving the ball down the field by the Troup High School Tigers on that play.
Good catch by Ken Truitt out across the 50-yard line. He hit immediately by Devin Brock and number 17 and number 4 Dylan Johnson. Play gains about 4 yards out across the 50 into Callaway territory. Second down in about 5.
But, for the Tigers, they're moving the ball down the field. Positive yardage is what they're looking for. I think that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. A lot of Callaway scoring in this one, 29-3, with as we go into the second quarter play right here on Eagle Sports.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus.
Of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach your goals of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from the people you know and trust. Touchdown! Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of Synovus Bank.
At Calumet, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
They don't have to move the ball around too much as the ball was resting on the 49, so they just take another yard around the other way, and that's on the other 49. Here come the Tigers. They've just crossed the 49-yard line. Quarterback Shealy takes the snap, quickly flares it out, and they're going to pick up a little bit of yardage, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be close. Ken Truitt was the receiver that time.
Good pursuit that time by the Cavaliers. Number 8, Rashawn Lovelace from his defensive tackle position. Number 9, Brandon Body, really snuffed that play out quick and knocked Truitt down after a short gain. So that brings up third down at about 6.
Greg, the Tigers really need to keep this drive moving.
Jack, did you and Greg talk about Austin Carter not being in the lineup?
Okay,
and what was
in fact, Scott Hicks is taking
his place
tonight.
Right, and so is Carter.
Had a concussion.
Okay, didn't realize
that.
that.
Yesterday was his first day back at school this week.
Okay.
Got it in the last ball game. And the Callaway Cavaliers showing blitz. And they're going to just miss the count just a little bit.
Yeah, Brandon Body trying to time that count. Going to give the Tigers a quick 5 yards. Brandon's going to come over and have a little chat with the defensive coaches. Still brings up third down at about 1. And I understand Jorge Benitez is not available tonight either. Had an emergency appendectomy. Hope he's doing okay. Hope he's listening to the game. Wish him a quick, speedy recovery.
But he's sitting there and listening to hoping his Troup High School Tigers can get on the board here with 11:06 left to go in the first half of play. 29-3 is your score. Troup moving right to left. 5 more yards helps them out quite a bit. 3rd and 2 now. Shealy will take the shotgun snap. Trips to his right. Looking, throws it across the middle. He's hit before the ball gets there. They throw the flag?
That's a great
There's
catch.
the flag.
That flag coming in late. It looked like Dylan Johnson might have got there a count or two early. Flags were a little late coming out, but that looks like a good call by the officials. I thought Truitt actually made the catch in spite of the interference call.
Yeah, he was just popped in the back just before the ball got there. So that's going to give him some yardage down the field and a first down for the Tigers. So, right now Troup says, hey, we'll take positive yardage any way we can get it.
One of the things that the Cavaliers have done a good job in up until this first half. They've had a lot of penalties in this first half. They've had some interference calls, some roughing calls. So that's the Callaway coaches are saying that ball might have been tipped a little bit, which would negate the interference call. But again, that's one of the things that the Cavaliers really have to keep those penalties under control. It was a major bugaboo early in the year.
Right.
Last week against a really good Harris County team, Cavaliers only had maybe 1 or 2 penalties. So I'm sure that's one of the things Coach
going back to the LaGrange game, though, that's what killed us.
22 penalties. Yeah. You're right. So
that's a season's worth in one game.
Yes.
So here we go. Shealy once again for the shotgun set. He'll have one man to his left. Backs up to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. Throws downfield, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. He had a receiver out there, so no penalty. Smart move that time by the quarterback, Shealy.
Good pressure that time by number 13, LaShawn Terrell, young 10th grader from his defensive end position, for Shealy to try to throw that ball going backwards, and it's hard to. There's a couple of things you can't do: throw it laying down and throw it going backwards with a lot of accuracy. And Shealy's been under a lot of pressure tonight. And when he's had time to throw, which has not been a lot, he's been a little bit high. But you can understand that with the pressure he's received from that front four for Callaway.
And Greg, we talked about it a little bit, that this offense is evolving, going to this spread offense tonight that we're seeing trips to the right, one man split wide to this near side. There's a snap backing up to pass is Shealy. They'll screen back to the middle of the field. Cameron Russell's got it. He's at the 30 down to 25. Close to the 20-yard line, a first down for the Tigers. And again, as much rush as you got in your face, fine. Just dump it over their heads.
A good touchdown saving tackle that time by number 18, Jabril Jackson, Jr. from his linebacker position there. Tigers executed that screen play again. Really did a nice job getting out in the right flat to Cameron Russell. Brings up 3rd down and 1 now for Troup.
I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We've gone to that screen pass a couple of times.
No doubt.
And as much pressure as the Cavaliers are putting on the Tigers quarterback, maybe you do it twice in a row and see what happens.
It's a great call against that blitz, Greg. You're exactly right.
Go to the pistol this time. They hand the ball off to Cameron Russell, who fights his way down inside the 20 to the 15. Nice running play that time by the Tigers.
Good blocking up front that time by the Tiger offensive line, number 55. Hudson Newton doing a good job from his center position. Russell found a little crack up in that Cavalier defense. Got the ball. Looks like it's going to be marked on the 15-yard line. First down and 10, Troup High.
9:48 left to go in this first half. 29-3 is your score. And here comes the Tigers once again. Shealy will go to the pistol set. He'll have Russell behind him. He'll have a wing to this left side who now rolls over to the right. Takes the snap, turns, fakes the handoff. Actually makes the handoff to Russell. Russell bounces to the outside, tries to get the corner, and he's just leveled right there along the 15. Greg, that's a pretty tough hit.
Well, I'm standing here right here and, give Cameron Russell credit for being tough as he is, but I tell you what, one guy hit him high and one guy hit him low and just drilled him back to almost in Harris County on that one. So give credit. They didn't let him get maybe a yard, and he was lucky to get that.
I think he's moving north. That may be Heard County he went to.
Number 1, Tyreek Frazier from his cornerback position laid a big hit, but we all know Cameron Russell. We know how tough he is. It takes a lot more than that. He bounced right back up, and he's ready for the football again.
Truitt will be in the slot along with Chance Hill. Jermaine Tolbert split wide the other side. Handoff into the line. This time the ball will go to number 8 for the Tigers and Travis Johnson.
Travis has got excellent hands, and they actually that was Mess Bonner.
My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. These numbers on these particular jerseys are so close together and a little bit smaller than normal on the front side, and that number 11, they're just tight. It's really misleading.
So Bonner comes in. He'll stand to the left of the quarterback. Yep, without my binoculars, it looked like the number 8. Snap, he turns. Going to air it out. Throwing a little bit high. And it'll fall incomplete. Tolbert trying to go after him. Tolbert's a tall guy, but it's just he can't climb the ladder on a pass that's thrown about 8 foot in the air.
He comes down about 6 yards in a post route, wide open. But again, I was just over here talking to Chip Metters, the principal at Troup High, and he's ex-football coach himself, and he's really supports the Tigers football team. But he says, hey, Shealy's running for his life, and everything he's throwing is a bullet and a little bit off target. He's had guys open, as y'all could see right then, but he's got to kind of take deep breaths and settle down because he's got them there. He's just got to take advantage of it.
8:47 left to go.
There was a procedure call against Troup High that time. It was declined by Callaway, so that brings up 4th down and about 8 now.
Got to put points on the board, so they're going to try to go from here. 4th and about 9. There's the snap. He backs up pass. Got a man in his face. Going to try to step up. He's down to the 10. And Greg, is he right there at the yard marker? Did you get it?
No, I think they're going to give him a first down on that one by about a yard. Should be first down and goal from the 4-yard line.
You're exactly right. He got just went out of bounds right on the other side of the yard marker. So first and goal, that's a good play call.
And that's one of the things right there that Shealy can do. The play was actually broken down, did a good job. He can make plays with his feet and keep plays alive, and he's a threat to do exactly what he did there. He's done that all year, guys. We've watched him do our Troup games, and when the play breaks down, he has that ability to make something positive by using his legs.
When I go back and watch the film, I want to see if he could have planted and cut back inside. It looks like he might have could have cut it back in for a touchdown, but he let it go outside. But anyway, first and goal for the Tigers.
Plays whistle dead. It's like a timeout's called on the field.
Callaway's going to take a timeout.
They take a timeout. We will take one as well. This time it's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. Reminds you to take timeout to remind your kids not to text and drive. 29-3 in favor of Callaway. 8:34 left to go in the first half on Eagle Sports.
Hey, football.
Independent agent about how to save by putting all of your insurance with Grange, protecting your possessions and the ones you love. When things zig instead of zag. The Mallory Agency is your Grange independent agency in LaGrange for auto, home, life, or business insurance. Call
with Rob or Joel Upchurch. You know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 8:34 left to go in the first half of play. 29-3 in favor of Callaway. Troup now driving. First and goal for them at ball resting on, let's call it about the 6-yard line.
No, actually, the ball's on the should be on the 4.
4. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong yard marker.
It's that soccer line that's got us messed up, Jack,
yep.
I believe.
The yellow is what I was following along with. So here comes Shealy. Long snap, takes it, hands the ball off to his tailback and Mess Bonner. Bonner hit hard at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get 2 out of that, bring up second down and goal from the 2.
Good tackle that time by number 19, Keegan Woods, from his defensive end position. Bonner had a head of steam. Might have got ahead for maybe a couple of yards there. Made some positive yards on first down. So, Jack, a good drive here by the Tigers. The Tigers, if we've watched them all year, they've had the ability to move the ball on some folks. They, with Bonner and Shealy. There's
Tolbert's caught some balls.
Penalty down there. So let's see what. Is that a shift against Troup? Is that what that is?
I guess the umpire maybe just left his yellow flag at home, but he's using blue flags tonight.
That's
kind of odd.
Well, from what I understand, they are, that's prostate cancer awareness.
Prostate cancer awareness.
I believe that's right. Greg, don't hold me to that.
This is we're going on the month of awareness in October. Breast cancer. So we'll be seeing a lot of pink this next month.
Right.
I think a big event downtown LaGrange, Georgia tomorrow. There's a lot of things on the square getting ready for that. Shealy takes the snap, backs up to pass, got some time, looking, chooses to run over to the right side, inside the 10, inside the 5, goes out of bounds, back at the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and goal from about the 3.
Run out of bounds over there by number 18, again, Jabril Jackson. Jabril's a young junior linebacker who's really come on strong the last couple of weeks. As you can see, it looks like he's in that weight room 24/7, but he's covering a lot of ground, doing a good job. Again, Shealy able to break the pocket. And got some positive yards. Ball's down near the 3-yard line, maybe. Second down and goal.
That's right. We had the penalty, so it is second down. Mess Bonner will be the tailback in the pistol set behind the quarterback, Shealy. Bonner will get the call. Gets to his line of scrimmage, fights it, and he's going to be brought down. They're going to give him forward progression up to the 5. He'll actually lose 2 yards, so third down and goal from the 5 now.
Good penetration that time by the Cavaliers. They reestablished the line of scrimmage in the Tiger backfield. Number 18, Jabril Jackson, again in there. Number 8 for the Cavaliers, Rashawn Lovelace. The entire middle of that defensive line right there got a good push and was able to throw Bonner for a loss of 2 yards, looks like.
You guys think about that. When you've got only one back in the backfield, so you're doing a lot of these spread offenses, your linebackers know exactly who to key on. I mean, it's the only one guy that's going to get the ball unless you got a naked boot or something like that. So it really simplifies things from a defensive standpoint. Hey, this is the guy we're after. But the short passing game gives you the other options.
Right. Play clock down to 5, Jack. Tigers going to have to hurry here. They didn't get it off.
They don't whistle, though.
Well, they didn't whistle. Okay.
Somebody's in his face. Shealy still with the ball. Gets down inside the 5 to the 4.
Hit hard again that time, boy. Really.
He's taking a beating tonight.
Number 9, Brandon Body, with a big hit right there. He was able to get forward. Brings up 4th down and goal now. Looks like ball's going to be, Greg, you probably got a better view. Looks like maybe between the 2 and the 3.
Yes, sir.
4th down.
Yes, sir. And, you know, Tony, you said he's taking a beating. That he has all night. And you know, we're starting. We've got a couple of offensive line starters out there injured tonight. And so we've got some backups in, not to make excuses, but you can tell the difference in the experience in Callaway and really the strength of Callaway. And you can see that they've been in the weight room probably a little bit more than we have, and that's one of the major keys that we've got to work on this next offseason.
We between the 3 of us, or we between the team? Because they've definitely been in more than the 3 of us. Going to swing it out. And it's going to be – actually, he throws it. Now, did he catch it in the end zone?
Overthrown. And a flag.
And a flag, so I don't –
That's probably
ineligible downfield, maybe.
Well, the umpire's calling it way back here. It should have come from somebody else.
We also have a blue flag out on this side, guys. So we'll see what's going on there.
Yellow on one side, prostate on the other.
Is that even legal to do that?
Looks like it's against Troup High.
Yep.
So it looks like the Cavaliers are going to take over on down.
So they'll have the ball at the 3-yard line.
I think that was effort by illegal Sanders. Forward pass in that you probably can't bat it back and take it again.
Yep.
But, hey, you know, we'll try anything. We might even fool the officials. You never know.
What happened on that ball? She threw the ball and it bounced up the air. He caught it and then threw it again.
And I thought I saw that, but I was afraid to say anything because somebody might think I was, seeing things at my age.
Getting older?
Yeah, seeing things at my age. And I'm thinking, he threw that to himself. And then he threw it again. So I said, no, Tony, he didn't do that. But
He's not Brett Favre. He can't do that.
I'm going to blame it on these dirty glasses up here in the stadium, guys. I can't see through this thing, so I'm going to blame it on that.
That's it.
Well, not only is the ball going over, but they're going to get some extra yards out of it as well.
All right, so now the ball rests on the 15-yard line.
So that was a spot foul because the ball was actually inside the 5. So flag was thrown at the 10, so it gives the Cavaliers a little more breathing room for this possession.
6:07 left to go in the first half. 29-3 your score. So here comes Callaway. They've run about 11 plays to get these 29 points. Let's see what they can do with this series here as Braylon Sanders will step in and hand the ball off to his tailback. He's going to get around to the corner. Greg, we talked about this. He got to the corner. He's down to the 30 to the 35-yard line. We had him stretched out. That should have been stopped back at the 20, but instead he gets to the corner and gets way down the field.
Well, you could just see the speed of Maynard when he hits a corner, and Darryl Craw, a junior linebacker, just couldn't catch up with him. So, you know, you got to have some speed on the outside from your defense as well, but Maynard is just way too fast for these guys.
Joe Brown will be split wide to this near side. There'll be a slot just inside of him. Wing to the left side. There's the snap. Going to fake the handoff, looking to pass. Going to throw it all the way down the field. He's got a man that's gotten deep, but it's just short.
Overthrown out there. He had Cedric Maynard behind the linebackers over there on that wheel route again. Just a little bit overthrown that time as the Cavaliers took another shot downfield. Brings up second down in about 10 again.
But, you know, good job by freshman Albert Harrison.
You know, Greg, we brought his name up a lot. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
no,
down in Harris County, we called his name a lot, and we've called his name a lot tonight. So he's doing a good job, young freshman, getting some playing time and taking advantage of it.
The girl Tyreek Frazier in the backfield this time. We'll fake the handoff to him, and the quarterback's going to keep it. We're going to bring him down, and the Tigers going to sack him back at the 34-yard line.
Good job by Quentin Kersey there from his down nose tackle position. Is able to they've got him at middle linebacker now. And he's in nose tackle position. He and Scott Hicks along with Ethan Short were able to make that tackle in the backfield. So good job by the Tigers. One of the few bright spots they've had tonight on defense.
That's about the first negative yardage the Cavaliers have had tonight on the down. So that brings up, what's that, third down at about 15? 5:18 to go in the second quarter. Your score, Callaway 29 and Troup 3.
They break the huddle. Sanders will be back in the shotgun set. Twins to this near side. That'll include Maynard, along with Joe Brown wide to this near side. Trips to the top. He's all by himself in the backfield. Fakes the pass. Throws it complete to number 5, Maynard. Maynard finding his way upfield to the 45-50. Good blocking downfield. He takes about 4 or 5 Tigers with him. Picks up a first down across the 50 to the 42-yard line.
And that time the Cavaliers turned that screen pass into a positive play of their own. They faked it to the left and turned around and threw a quick screen over here to the right to Cedric Maynard. He was able to get upfield with good blocking out front to get another Cavalier first down.
Really nice misdirection as the quarterback Sanders just spun around in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off to his tailback who gets to the 40. Around the right side down to the 30, 25. Good downfield blocking. That's going to be Tyreek Frazier. Takes the ball out to the 19.
Good blocking downfield by number 17, Devin Brock. Basically those stop blocks by those wide receivers, you basically just try to get in somebody's way and be careful not to hold. And Devin did a good job that time as Frazier was able to rip off a good gain down to the 19-yard line.
This is where Callaway gets you with so many great athletes in the backfield. Here's the snap. Going to pass the ball. Throw a corner route. Got a man back there. Jumps up. Batted away. Nope.
No, he caught it.
I thought it was batted away.
I did too. Number 11, Joe Brown. Great catch in the corner down there. Good coverage by the Tigers. He just went up and made the catch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good offensive catch there. Tay Moreland, number 3, was on all over him. And, hey, you got to give credit to the wideout. He brought it down when he was supposed to. And you're right, Tony. I don't know how much better you can get on coverage.
I mean, he was right there. That's one of those instances where your receiver's 6'4" and your corner is 5 feet, and he's going to win that battle every time.
I really thought he had batted that ball
down. I did too.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's low. Maybe we've got a hand on it.
Bad handle on the holder. He fumbled it on the snap, and Noah Stevens just couldn't get a good kick on it.
Michael Young. No, that's Noah Stevens.
Right. That's right. Yeah, the snap was a little.
I'm getting confused. I got both of my teams here on the field.
You're allowed one of those tonight, Jack. That's your only one tonight. Okay.
So 35-3 your score with 4:33 left to go. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Stevens, whose leg maybe just getting a little tired from the kickoffs and extra points so far tonight.
Yeah, Noah's had a busy night. This is his, fifth kick with a couple of extra points tacked onto it too.
There's the kick. We take him down at the 15-yard line by Troup, up to the 20, 25, finding his way. Got to like the way he did that.
That's number 8. Is that Johnson or is that
Mess Bonner?
Mess Bonner at 11. The 11 looks like an 8 from up here with those numbers together. But Bonner just goes straight up the field. Kind of like the way he executes that.
Mess had some opportunities early in the year, and he was suspended for a little bit. But I tell you what, he made a run a couple weeks ago against Carver where he took a little screen and drug
15 yards.
Yes, and he's ran hard since he's come back, and he's really provided a lot of senior leadership for this team.
And he was the homecoming king. So there you go. Here come the Tigers back down the field. This time Shealy's going to keep it. And he's going to pick up big yardage across the 40 down to the 45-yard line.
There it is, guys. We talked about that little slant route to the post route on the inside, 8 yards out. It's been open all the time. Shealy's just got to get his passing under control. It's like his adrenaline is so piped up tonight. He's overthrown a lot of his trajectory, but if he'll bring it in, he's got these guys in that zone right there.
We've got to move it not just between the 30s. He's got to get on down the field a little bit further. Fakes the handoff, throws again, complete this time to the 45-yard line. Callaway covers it well. But we're moving the ball down the field, this time to the 45.
Same play you talked about right there again, Greg. Number 14 for the Cavaliers. Javosky Leverett downfield making the play. Number 17, Devin Brock. Also number 1, Tyreek Frazier. But that play has been open. They faked the little handoff, the little zone read, and step back, and they're finding Tolbert in a little slot between the safety and the cornerback. And he's been open down the seam a couple of times.
And, let me say that we've got plenty of other receivers. They'll start focusing on Tolbert, which will open up, hopefully, Chance Hill or Jack Schweitzer.
There's the snap. Handoff in the line for the Tigers. Finding up to near the 40, gain of about 2. Brings up second down and 8.
There's number 18 again for the Cavaliers, Jabril Jackson, wrapping Mess Bonner up after a gain of about 2, and Jabril's having a big first half again for the Cavaliers.
I know it's only 3:30 left and up until halftime. Callaway 35, Troup 3, but it sure would be positive note here since we're kicking off to Callaway the second half if the Tigers could continue the drive and actually put a touchdown on the board.
They need one. You're right, Greg. There's a snap. Back to the pass. Shuley again. Throws it and close.
Incomplete.
Almost caught it, but he's popped. Cameron Russell's popped pretty hard right after he misses the ball.
Yeah, number 4, Dylan Johnson from his safety position, and number 2, Dre Martin from his right outside linebacker. Both got there about the time the ball did. And one thing about the Cavalier defense tonight, they've been very, very physical. And on the plays that Troup High has been able to complete, the receivers have known that the defense was there.
Yeah, there's been some big pops coming from that side of the defense. Play clock down to 16 right now. Tigers look at the sideline to get their play. You guys, earlier they would like the play clock had expired, but they let the play go on ahead this time. Shealy's going to get the ball, takes a snap, hands the ball to the tailback Bonner. Bonner goes right, then back left.
That'll be a first down, guys.
Gets down the field across the 35 to the 32, and a first down for the Troup High School Tigers as they continue to extend the drive.
Number 14, Javoski Levitt from his inside linebacker position made that tackle. Good blocking up front by Troup High School. They were able to find a little crease on that left side, and Bonner hit it with those quick feet. Got ahead for another first down for Troup High.
Britt Thompson back at the station reminding us you can't throw 2 forward passes, so we tried.
I don't know what we'd do without Britt.
Let's not find out. There's another snap and handoff again to Bonner. Bonner hit the line of scrimmage, and he's going to pick up I thought maybe close to the 30, about 2.5 yards. .238, .237. Clock continues to tick down. 35-3. Tigers really want to put it into the end zone before we go in at halftime.
And again, the Tigers with a nice little drive here, Jack, as you mentioned. They've been able to move the ball between the 20s, but they need to put it in the end zone.
There's the snap. Once again, fake the handoff. And Sanders going to throw it out into the flats. He's going to complete it inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line, still short of the first down.
Nice hands by Jack Schweitzer there with Callaway all over him.
Right.
And a tiptoe on the sidelines. They'll mark that ball at about the 26, 27-yard line.
Tigers looked like they tried to do a little rub route over there with Tolbert, and Schweitzer was able to work his way free. But you mentioned, Jack, that was good coverage. That was a good throw. That had to be right on to make it complete.
Yep. Shealy once again in the backfield. Takes a snap. Going to hand the ball to his tailback, who's going to get hit and go down at the 25.
Jack. Looked like he ran into his own man right there. It's going to knock him down right near the 25. He's going to be about a yard and a half short of the first down. Fourth down and about, that's a good 2 yards, it looks like.
It's still 4-down territory.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you're right. He looks up, he makes a cut, he turns around, he runs into the back of 54. Looks like Big Tim Hughley. Yeah, Big Tim was on a wrestling program last year and decided he wanted to play football this year, and he's a junior.
All right, so this time Bonner will be in the backfield to the left. We'll have a wing to the left side, and a timeout is called by Troup High School. They don't like what they see for that fourth down play. Minute 34 left to go, 35-3, Troup driving right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange. State Farm is there.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. A minute 34 left to go. 35-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. We've had the bands that will be playing in just a bit. We'll let you hear some of that at halftime.
Go ahead, down here on the sidelines talking to Austin Carter. He said, man, I can't miss another game. I said, well, you got an open week to take care of that concussion. That is not something to play with, but he's in good spirits.
Looks like the Tigers might have jumped that time. They're going to have a motion penalty, so that's going to back them up 5. Coach Hubbard, for those of us that have watched the Cavaliers on a regular basis, they like to do that. They shift to that goal line formation,
that
bunch formation on defense, and sometimes you can get a lineman to jump, and the Cavaliers were able to do that at that time. So instead of 4th and 2, you got about 4th and 7 now, I think, guys.
Well, actually, he's going to break them all the way back to, about 4th and 7. You're right.
You know how I knew that?
How'd you know that?
I looked up on the scoreboard. Yeah.
Well, hey, you're just using tools.
You didn't think I added that,
You're using tools.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with that. I was eyeing it in. Shealy alone in the backfield. Have a wing, bring Cameron Russell back to the near side. We're going to go back to this side. Shealy's just going to keep the ball, try to get the corner, turns upfield, still on his feet across the 25, but he's going to be short of the first down.
It's hard to run east and west against Cavaliers. Their speed on defense really makes it hard. They strung that out pretty well. The defense was able to get there and make a play. Number 6, Dominic Copeland, was able to knock Shealy down. He got ahead for some yardage, but only out to the 25. So Cavaliers are going to take over on downs now with 1:25 to go until halftime, and already up by a score of 35-3.
Troup can't rest on this because one play the Cavaliers can score really quick.
They've been successful, as you mentioned, Jack. They probably haven't run more than about 15 plays, so they've been able to move the ball and get big chunks of yardage tonight. So they're in the spread formation now.
They take it, roll to the left, looking downfield, step back up in the pocket. He's hit by a couple of Tigers. Finally brought down, and a sack back at the 15.
Good tackle by number 30 that time for Orion Ziegler from his. Braylon Sanders was trying to make something happen, and Ziegler stayed at home and was able to throw Braylon Sanders for a big loss. Going to lose almost 10 yards. Ball's going to be backed up inside the 20. Looks like it's going to be on the Cavalier 18 with 56 seconds to go here now, and I think you'll see the Cavaliers maybe be conservative here now, maybe take a knee or at least run the ball, try to avoid a turnover here as we wind down toward the end of the half.
Straight eye backfield. The Sanders will go under center this time. Body will be behind him along with big number 5. A tall sweep around this near side to the 20, up to the 25. 30, makes a man miss, gets across the 35, out of bounds. So actually, they're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line.
Good tackle that time by number 23 for the Tigers. That's Macenta Stafford. He's one of the captains tonight as the Cavaliers ran a little pitch sweep to this side. We're able to get up for a first down near the 35-yard line. Looks like he went out of bounds to stop the clock. So the Cavaliers have opportunity to run a couple more plays here maybe. They have one timeout. I don't expect them to use it unless they get down. As the officials do start the clock, though.
My batteries are low, guys.
How's your radio?
How's your microphone?
Say it again.
Never mind. Back to the pass again. The Cavaliers are going to air it out down the field. Man wide open, but they're going to overthrow him. So that's a touchdown right there as Dre Martin was just center field.
Dre Martin was running free 10 yards behind the secondary, and Braylon muscled up on that one and threw it about 10 yards over his head.
I think he got excited, saw how wide open he was.
He had him wide open out there, and that had 6 written all over it. So Tigers dodged one there, but Cavaliers now second down and 10. 10 seconds to go until halftime.
Cornerback Tay Moreland is a little struggling tonight on his coverage. He's gotten beat deep twice, huge.
Well, a lot of people struggle with Dre Martin, Greg. He's pretty tough to cover.
Maynard carrying the ball, gets across the 50 to the 45 down to the 40, but that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. Callaway Cavaliers leading this one 35-3 here at halftime. And it's been a tough night so far for the Troup High School Tigers. A few sparks there, Greg, as we moved the ball a little bit, but kind of a tough time for the guys in the first 2 quarters.
Well, they showed plenty of opportunity to move the football and finally settle down and complete some passes on this last drive opportunity they've had. But defensively, we continue to be challenged all night long, and we'll continue to be challenged. Unfortunately, parents, you just got to be patient with the rebuilding program that we've got going on, and got to hit the weight room, got to get some good athletes on the field and some strong athletes on the field. In the meantime, just kind of take a deep breath, sit back, and say, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, neither were the Tigers. So just be patient with us.
All right, well, the Tigers band and the Cavalier band will be marching for us and playing in just a minute. We'll let you hear some of that. We'll talk more about this first half of play, talk about the second half of play to come, and who knows what else we'll get into right here at halftime, right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers! Troup County Prevention Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange want you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. This Saturday morning, bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hello, Callaway Cavalier football fans. This is your old friend Jonathan Moosemat from King Chevrolet and King Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are proud to be huge sponsors right here of the Callaway Cavaliers football team this year. We know that Coach Wiggins and the staff there have been working with these young men and turning these young men into football players, and we know that hard work is going to pay off with another long playoff run. So let's go, Callaway.
More money, too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm Agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now, back to Troup vs. Callaway.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Callaway High School Football Network on the Eagle Sports Network. Tony Walls here with Nicovia at halftime as the rest of our crew takes a well-deserved break. As I said, we are at halftime with the score Callaway 35 and Troup 3. Right now, we are listening to the sounds of the Troup High School marching band as they perform on the field, and we will listen to them as they play a little more. Billy Joel for the longest time. Hope you guys were able to recognize that one. I'm telling on myself as far as age goes, but that's a classic by Billy Joel as the Troup High Marching Band continues to perform. As we said, we are at halftime here with your score Callaway 35 and Troup 3. After the marching band here for Troup High performs, the Callaway High School marching band will be on the field. And we're going to throw it back to the station now for a couple of commercial breaks. And and we are at halftime, and you're listening to Callaway High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Kia.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax and title.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? Yeah, you can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
In the background, you hear the pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, as they're finishing up their show. We're going to let you hear the last little bit, and we'll tell you a little bit about the first half of play right here as the band continues to play. The pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band. The Troup High School Tigers, the pride of Troup County, the Tiger Marching Band, doing a great job there as they're doing the last song in their show. This is a big time of the year for them as they're getting ready for competitions. We might try to catch band director Johnny Hurd in just a moment. I'm joined in the booth now by Mr. Coleman Weiss.
Yes, glad to be here.
Hey, awesome job running up the steps just then. And
well,
you're actually able to catch your breath and get up here. That's awesome.
Well, I do it somewhere between 4 to 7 or 8 times every football game. So I get a lot of workout during football season. I would take on any football player right now and how bad I smell. I think I would be right there with them. I'm about
I was wondering what that was, Nico. Yeah,
I'm about as sweaty as it gets right now.
Well,
it's a great night. It's the weather's perfect and some great football is being had and I know Troup fans want to see more offense, but they're not playing real bad and they're getting that better. It's just seeing the improvement. Callaway, of course, came out and did what they're supposed to do. And if Troup can come out in the second half and get a couple touchdowns, this would be an impressive outing for them.
Well, and that's what they really hate that they were unable to put points on the board late in the first half. They were driving down, got inside the 20 there, and got real close to things, but turned the ball over on downs. And you really can't do that. You got to take advantage of those times that you get inside the red zone. That's why they call it that. And twice the Troup High School Tigers have walked away from that and turned the ball back over on downs to Callaway. And Callaway's just taking advantage of. If you think the first 4 scores that Callaway had was off 11 plays, 11 actual plays on the field. 2 times on the very first play from scrimmage they scored. So they're taking advantage of what Troup has given them. And Troup's secondary has really been the one that struggled so much. It hasn't been so much the running game, but they've had 2 deep passes. In fact, right here at the end, the pass that went over the head of the intended receiver, I believe that was Dre Martin again. He was wide open. It was just overthrown by 10 yards.
Yeah, I've been working today on working with the Jumbotron and all the other stuff. So I haven't been able to watch the game completely, but every time I look up, that's pretty much what I've seen. Wide open receivers, and the ball's just a little high, a little low. He's got to just find his spot, calm down a little bit, and man, I tell you, with the receivers they've got, they very well might be impressive as the season continues on. It just needs more time, and I know Troup fans are tired of hearing it. I know probably Callaway fans are tired of hearing it, but they are. Troup's going to get there, and they had. It's been fun to watch them grow. I just wish they would have some more things to hang their hat on as they go forward.
Well, we'll take a break just a second. One more quick comment on this as we're kind of thinking about this. We've seen LaGrange go through rebuilding. We've seen Callaway back in the early days of this team struggle with having winning seasons, and right now Troup is in that kind of position. You think back, we walked through it, Greg and I kind of walked through it thinking going from Bubba Jeter to Tommy Walburn to Bubba coming back, Coach Flowers coming in, some controversy there, Kendall coming in, really kind of a rough start for him, but he's still kind of keeping his head up. It's a couple of playoff seasons that they were able to have there. Then you bring in another coach, controversy there, and then Coach Glisson comes in. So, I mean, there's just a lot that has gone on in the Troup program, but at the end, if we can keep things settled, get Coach Glisson in, kind of lock him in for a while, I think that the athletes are there. It's just kind of getting the program established.
And so let's now look at Callaway. For this game, I tell you what, this is really where you wanted them to be. You wanted to come out and have a good offensive showing, good defensive showing, and come out in the second half and work on what you want to work on, and hopefully give a chance for some of the younger players to get in here and get some more experience, which will help Troup as well.
Well, Coach Wiggins is an excellent man of character, and you probably won't see him hang a whole lot more points on the board. He'll hit his first offense out there. Start the first quarter. You can expect that his guys will be out there and they'll be doing their thing. Sanders and the rest of his team, but probably after a couple of series, it will be them adding some of the young guys out there. We're going to listen to some of the Callaway band in just a moment. Let's go ahead and take a break right now as the Cavaliers are leading 35-3 over the Troup High School Tigers right here on Eagle Sports.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank. Same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Troup County Prevention Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange want you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Take 10 minutes this Saturday morning. Bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Hello, Callaway Cavalier football fans. This is your old friend Jonathan Moosemat from King Chevrolet and King Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are proud to be huge sponsors right here on Eagle Sports coverage of the Callaway Cavaliers football team this year. We know that Coach Wiggins and the staff there have been working with these young men and turning these young men into football players, and we know that hard work is going to pay off with another long playoff run. So let's go, Callaway Cavaliers. Take care of business and know that your friends in Valley, Alabama at King are behind you 100%.
Now back to the field with Troup versus Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Callaway band on the field right now. I want to talk about a little bit of the scoring that took place in the first half of play because several guys did get on the board. But Troup High School, it's all about the foot of Michael Young. He kicks a 36-yard field goal and is able to put 3 points on the board for the Tigers. But on the Callaway side, a few more guys involved. Cedric Maynard, on the very first play that he was able to touch the ball, goes 34 yards in for a touchdown. Dre Martin actually stepped up in a wildcat quarterback position, and he goes into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, so it's 8-0. There's 10:56 to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers get the ball, drive down, and that's when they got their field goal. Get the ball right back over. There was a penalty which had Callaway starting on the 5-yard line, but in 3 plays they go 95 yards, and including a 76-yard touchdown run by Cedric Maynard, and it's 15-3 after the Noah Stevens puts the point after touchdown. Tigers have to punt the ball away, and then the Cavaliers come back in a 5-play drive. Devin Brock gets a touchdown in that one, a PAT by Noah Stevens, 22-3. Tigers, they are trying to move the ball down the field. Again, not able to get what they want. But then Dre Martin comes back in, 29-3. They missed the extra point. That was really the only negative scoring thing that they've had. And then in the second quarter play, only 1 touchdown there. Joe Brown had a touchdown for the Cavaliers, then making it 35-3. So a lot of scoring, a lot of different guys involved for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if you would like to see this game and you're not able to come out and watch it in person, you can subscribe and watch the video part of it. It's like $49, I think, for the entire season. Actually, you'll get it all the way till July 1st, I think. And you can watch anything that's on Play On Sports, which is a lot of different high schools from all over the state of Georgia, Alabama, and all of the United States. And also you'll get to watch Troup and Callaway as well. So don't hesitate to go to eagle1023.com and follow the links and sign up for the video stream so you can watch them at home or away. And anytime that, and plus the replays of all the games will be on there as well. So
I was talking to Greg Hicks earlier. He was in Nashville last week at a little bachelor party for his son Tanner, and he was actually listening to the ball game up in Nashville and watching the feed there. So it's really neat. One of my favorite stories a couple of years back, a friend of mine was texting me, and he was in Barcelona, Spain, watching the Troup High School Tigers from his room there. He's an opera singer. He was in Barcelona doing that. So it's neat that how the internet does connect our world in so many neat ways. And of course, Eagle 1023 does such a great job. But you and I had an opportunity last year and doing some really neat stuff with some streaming of an event that we had at our school, and it really got the community involved in a lot of things. So it's really neat how that is able to join a community with the internet.
Are you going to do something that silly again this year?
We're working on it.
Okay.
We have some ideas, some things in the hopper. Don't want to come out, yet with what exactly it is. But
last year, for people to know, Jack said that they read so many points in books. They read so many books. They earned so many points. They reached this milestone that he would camp out on top of the school in, I guess was it January?
January is when I did it.
Yeah, January, and it was brutal cold.
It was the coldest night of the year to that point.
That's right. And so he read books and taught with the kids, and it was very interactive, and it was pretty neat. People texting and Facebooking and all that. It was considering it was just kind of we were kind of just going to do it a little bit, and the next thing you know, we were neck deep. It was fun.
We had lights up there. We lit up the whole roof. People were driving. We had probably about 300 people drove through to wave at us. Pizza was delivered to the ladder. It said ladder in front of Hall of Sand was what the pizza delivery guy brought it to. But it was a really great event, and I appreciate Coleman and Eagle 123 helping us with that because we had people that had the projected version up on their house. A couple of doctors sent me a picture of that. We had so many tweets, so many Facebook messages. I think my sister gave my phone number out to half the people in Troup County because people were just texting us all over. Just a great night. But you never know what we might come up with. But right now, we appreciate you joining us here for the great broadcast here of Troup High School Tigers and the Callaway Cavaliers. It's been Callaway so far, 35-3. We're coming to the end of halftime. We come back, we'll bring Greg and Tony back into the discussion. Right now, you're listening to Eagle Sports.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. Troup County Prevention Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange want you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Take 10 minutes this Saturday morning. Bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday. Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from RE/MAX Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football and Troup High School Tiger football. I'm joined back by Tony Walls. And Greg, you got your ears on? Are you out there? Oh, look, there he is. We're trying to give him some batteries.
He definitely has his ears on. His microphone's not working, but he does have his ears on as he's right here behind us.
Well, you can see them, too. They're just kind of stick right out there.
I'm glad to know. I'm glad to know that the mic doesn't work with him either. I thought it was user error when I had it a couple of times. I ain't got a chance. I got no chance.
Greg is busting on Tony about hair issues. So, yeah. So I'll be quiet since I have the most hair and I'm the youngest of the three. So
follically challenged, isn't that what they tell you, Greg?
Well, I still have all of mine. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Well, it's overrated.
It's warm in the wintertime. The Callaway Cavaliers have been dominant in this first half of play. 35-3 is your score. Colin and I were talking about it just a second ago, Tony, that I fully expect to see that starting offense come back on the field, look to put more points on the board. But, again, I know Coach Wiggins and the kind of man he is. He's not looking to hang 50 or like in a college game, 75 or something crazy like that. But he's going to probably have his starters come in, get a couple of series in, and then he's going to bring in those young guys because that's also been one of the things that's made this Callaway program so strong is that young guys getting a chance to get on the field.
I think you're probably right, Greg. I think we'll see the starters at least. But again, the way Troup's been able to move the football, they've moved it well between the 20s. They just haven't been able to stick it in the end zone. And I fully expect Coach Wiggins to play his kids at least midway through the. Depends on the result,
right?
If Troup holds them, have to punt. If Cavaliers if they're able to score,
it's another 3-play drive.
No, that's right. If they're able to score quickly and add some more points to the board, that'll probably depend on what. But Coach Wiggins has established himself as a class person. He's not going to do anything to embarrass either side. He's going to respect the game of football, teach his kids to respect the opponent and the game of football.
Well, if you think about it, Pete, we've had a lot of winning over the past 5 to 7 years. But there were some early years where it was thin.
It wasn't easy his first couple of years on the job. I promise you, it sure wasn't. Those of us that were around at the when the program was birthed and just got started, so there are growing pains involved. But Coach Wiggins and his staff will make sure that they respect the game of football. I promise you.
We were talking about for Coach Glisson and the Troup High School Tigers. A lot of things have happened over the years. A lot of the inconsistency that past. Coach Kendall, I think, did a good job of riding the ship and kind of keeping things moving positive for the fact. Took him to the playoffs a couple of years under his time.
Right.
Under some really difficult situations, but. He's now one of the coaches along with Coach Tanner Glisson, and Coach Glisson's just going to have to establish things. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We come back. We've got Kickoff live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, and here come the Troup High School Tigers about to kick it off to the Callaway Cavaliers. There's the kick. Michael Young hits the best one so far today, taken back at the 5-yard line by Callaway, up to the 10, 15, 20, looking for something. Bounces around to the outside, short of the 25, and that's where the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10.
Good coverage that time by Troup High School. Number 14 down there from his number 14, Caleb Cheney, doing a good job of staying in his lanes and making sure that Cedric had nowhere to cut back to. So the Cavaliers are going to start their opening drive of the second half with probably their worst not one of the two worst field positions tonight, I think, Jack. They started one inside the 20. This ball's going to be marked outside the 20 at the about the 24-yard line.
Well, remember, they had a penalty that dropped him actually back inside the 5 there. So here they come. They're going to split a man wide to this near side, and Devin Brock, he's scored a touchdown so far in this ball game. I formation behind the quarterback, Braylon Sanders.
Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
And if the Tigers have it, this could be a big. They do. The Tigers get it. Guys, we talked about this in halftime that the Callaway thing has things well in hand, but they can't have turnovers and things like that. And you can bet Coach Wiggins is hot right now.
Yeah, there was a problem with the exchange with the center and the quarterback there. Something you take for granted. That should be automatic. So a little problem there. The snap was mishandled. So. Cavalier defense.
Well, think about this too, Tony, is that it's been almost all shotgun so far. Really haven't been under center, but maybe once or twice.
Right. So an opportunity here for the Tigers to put some points on the board against the Cavalier defense.
So here come the Tigers. Dexter Shealy, the quarterback, will take the shotgun snap. Back up to pass. Looking, got a man in his face. Tries to step in the pocket, but they're going to collapse on him. He'll go down at the 25.
The Cavaliers tonight, Jack, have been able to create pressure with a 3- and 4-man rush, so they've been able to drop 8 and 9 guys in coverage. That time, the same thing happened. Number 52, Keegan Ramsey, from his defensive tackle, collapsed the pocket, threw Shealy for a big loss, backed him up about outside the 20. Ball's going to be marked out near the 24-yard line. Going to bring up second down now, Jack, and it looks like
13.
Second down and 13.
I looked at the board this time. There's the snap. Handoff into the line. And it's going to be Bonner who's going to get all the way down inside the 10.
Fumble. Callaway got the ball.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Maybe they'll call him down.
Let's see. Looking for the officials.
They're going to call him down.
Wow. The Tiger defense was already out on the field. They must have seen something, Greg, that you saw. So, looks like.
No, I just think that they think things are going so wrong. They just might well get on out there.
Okay.
So that's a good sign for the Tigers. Let them give one more play.
All right.
Give him another shot.
Good job by Bonner that time. The offensive line did a good job of giving him a little crease. He picked up about 8 yards. Going to bring up third down and about 2.
So here come the Tigers once again. They've got a 3rd down and 1 they're looking at. The quarterback, Dexter Shealy, will take the shotgun snap. He'll hand the ball off to his tailback, Cameron Russell. He'll get across the 20. Greg, that looks like a first down.
It will be. They should move the chains, and it'll be on the 10, so it'll be a long 1st and goal, that's for sure.
Tackle by number 14, Javoski Leverett again. Made a good ankle tackle on. Greg, and again, Shealy and Bonner, they have and Cameron Russell, they have the ability to make people miss, and you don't really get a good shot on them.
Big 71 Seymour made a good block that time, and Cameron cut it back inside.
Put a man in motion from the far side. They're going to fake it to Russell. They're going to pitch it. Trying to go to the corner. Down inside the 10 to the 5. Still on his feet. Down to the 1. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a great job right there by Tremaine Tolbert as they ran that option to the right. Couple of missed tackles by the Cavaliers. They didn't lock up, and Tolbert wouldn't go down. He goes in for a touchdown for the Tigers.
You're looking for just any little thing, any little bright spot. And right there, the Tigers recovered the fumble. 4 plays later, they're in the end zone. That's the kind of things you look for just a small spark, guys, just a small spark.
Good effort by number 18, Jermaine Tolbert.
He just refused to go down. He was hit by about 4 guys going around that right side. So here we go with the point after touchdown. Snap. Hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 8:37 left to go in the third quarter play. 35-10. Tigers have put some points on the board. You're listening to Troup and Callaway right here on Eagle Sports.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home.
Your way of life. That's why West Georgia Health has expanded to bring top-ranked medical expertise and specialized services closer to home. From the most advanced technologies to a strong vision for the future, we're connecting together.
So healthy together.
For one very good reason, your health.
Now back to Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Now I'm just looking at the field, guys, and Michael Young, the kicker for Troup High School, has a tee that matches his shoes. It's that bright. You got those bright green shoes. You got that bright green tee,
and he's booming that kickoff. So whatever works.
Here he goes, steps up, and there's a line drive.
That's a bullet.
Taking back at the 4, up to the 10, 15, to the 20. Still on his feet to the 30, to the 40, 45-yard line before he's brought down. And a great return that time by big number 5, Cedric Maynard.
Good return by Cedric. Took the ball near his 5-yard line, waited for his blockers to set up and develop. Got the ball out across the Callaway 45, and the Cavaliers will set up shop at the 46-yard line, first down and 10.
So return to the 46-yard line. Callaway back on the field now with their offense. Their quarterback being number 12, Braylon Sanders, just a junior. And I tell you what, as he continues to mature and play so well back there, he's going to be a great asset to them for another year as well.
That's a great point, Jack. He's made a lot of improvements since the first game of the year.
Oh, my we were talking on the sidelines earlier that how comfortable he's become in that quarterback position.
He's under center, takes the snap, hands the ball off to his tailback, who's going to get hit well. Good job that time by number 28 for the Troup High School Tigers.
Darryl Crawl, number 23, Macenta Stafford, doing a good job. Cedric was able to get forward for a short gain. A big hit that time by the Tiger defense.
So second down now for the for the Callaway Cavaliers, just short of the 50. They're moving from right to left if you're looking at your radio dial. Going back to the shotgun set. Braylon will take it, and he'll hand the ball to his tailback. Again, that's going to be big number 5, Cedric Maynard, who's going to go around the left side. Finally going to be brought out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Good block on the left side as he came around the left end toward the Callaway bench by number 9, his fullback Brandon Body. Again, another good stalk block downfield by number 17, Devin Brock, doing a good job of just shielding his man off the play. And Cedric was able to pick up big yardage and set up the Cavaliers down inside the Troup High School 35 at the 34. And Jack, Cedric might be approaching 250 yards on the ground.
No doubt. Back to the shotgun set. And he's going to do a hard count.
Cavaliers might pick up a free 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like the Tigers are going to jump offside. Good job by Sanders that time to stagger that count and slow that rush down. So, a heads-up play that time by Braylon as he gets his team 5 yards, moves the ball inside the 25 to the 24.
Those easy 5 are very, very much appreciated.
Tigers doing some rotating some guys on that defensive line, trying to keep everybody fresh.
There's a snap. Going to pitch it to Maynard. Maynard gets to the 25-20. Fights down the 15, all the way down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Let's see where they'll mark it. Actually, wow, that's a good spot down to the 12.
Ran the option that time to the right side. Braylon did exactly what he's supposed to do. He drew the defensive end to him and made the pitch late to Cedric Maynard. Pitch was a little bit behind him, caused Cedric to slow down a little bit, but he was still able to get forward for some good yardage. Good block outside there on the outside by DQ from his outside receiver slot position. So the Cavaliers pick up a good gain on first down. First down and 10 for the Cavaliers just inside the 12-yard line.
5:51 left to go. There's a snap. I have a little problem. Actually, we flipped it to Maynard. There was a problem with the snap, and then he tried to hand it to Body. It's just kind of a mess there. Then the little toss flip back to Cedric Maynard, and Maynard gets upfield.
When in doubt, look for Cedric. He was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, brings up second down and 10. Yeah, that play was blown up by good penetration by the defensive line from Troup High School that time. It looked like maybe one of the either Body or Sanders went the wrong way, but nonetheless, Maynard was able to get the pitch and get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a half a yard, so that brings up second down and 10.
Big number 55, Hudson Newton, kind of causing some problems inside there that time. Sanders goes back under center with an I formation behind him. Toss sweep. And Troup misses 3. He's still on his feet. Got a flag on the plate. Walks all the way down inside the 5. But I think that may come back.
Scored, Jackson scored a touchdown. But
oh, my goodness.
I think you're right. The umpire threw a flag in there, and it looks like it's going to be a hold against Callaway.
Yep.
Maynard made a couple of people
miss.
He made a couple of
bad.
And he actually scored a touchdown there, but again, it's going to be called back for a hold. So that's going to back the Cavaliers up outside the Troup High 20. Still going to be second down, but now it's going to be second down in about 20.
Greg, is like 4 or 5 guys that are in the backfield, just kind of like a wave as he went by.
Well, several Tigers had him, but it looks like they were letting up when they saw the flag down. And I can't say that, but, you just – because he literally, at the 5-yard line, he just kind of just let go and walked on in, and it's like everybody knew that it was going to be called back. It just had that sense. And all the Callaway fans, nobody cheered, so it's kind of like they knew it was coming back.
Yep. So now a little bit more difficult situation. 3rd and a whole bunch. Going to pass it out there. It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, Braylon tried to rush that pass a little bit. He had a little wide receiver screen set up out here to Dre Martin and had it open, but he rushed to throw a little bit. Didn't get a good grip on the football, threw it over the receiver's head, so brings up 3rd down and long. The Cavaliers can get a first down, but they'll have to get the ball down to inside the 2-yard line. So it's actually 3rd down, and the scoreboard tells us it's 23 yards, Jack.
Well, they're much better at adding and subtracting. I think they got their cell phones out. They're now calculating it.
It's actually 24 yards.
See, Greg, he's a businessman. He knows that stuff.
And doing a great job
at it. He
can
can tell you how many shirts you need, what sizes they need to be. I mean, just amazing.
Double X.
I've lost some weight. I'm just extra large now. Backing up to pass. The Tigers are going to sack him. Actually, he flips it out. And we intercept it. The Tigers have the ball to the 50, 40. He's going to go all the way down to the end zone.
Flag on the play.
Kelvin Thornton caught it in the air, but we're going to have a flag back at the 35-yard line.
Kind of don't know what it is. It's kind of wait and see. Happened in the intercept. Could have been holding offensive line.
Well, it happened right at the tackle,
Point,
Greg.
yep.
So we'll see. And not a very smart play by Braylon Sanders. Is a young mistake. We mentioned him going into the position. Really not an ill-advised throw that time. Tried to make too much. And a good job by the Tigers as they intercepted by number 9. Who'd you say that was, Jack? Number
Kelvin
9?
Thornton.
Kelvin Thornton made the pick, took it the distance. So let's see what the flag is.
They call him J-Rock.
Let's see.
Looks like the Cavalier defense is actually on the field. So let's see.
So they'll get the interception.
Are they saying he was down? Let's see what the call is.
Looking for the head ref to give us the indication. They're having a little confab down there. They break the referee huddle. Got blocked against the Troup High School Tigers. So it's like the Tigers going to have the ball. So they will get the interception, but they'll back it up. A spot foul to the 25-yard line.
It'll be Tigers' ball. They're going to call it holding against the Tigers. That flag sure did come very quick after that interception.
Real quick.
But, hey, we'll take it. We got the ball. We kept them from scoring. So
it looks like Cedric Maynard who was on his held because he was on the ground. I think he could have run him down probably. Tigers going to hand the ball off into the line. Bonner finds a hole. Punishing yards near the 40-yard line. They pick up a first down.
Big hole on that zone read that time. Mess Bonner hit that hole real quick. Good read by Shealy. Gets the ball out past the 35 to the Troup High 37. First down and 10. Troup High School.
Tigers, they don't huddle. They check the sideline, get the call from their coaching staff. Now back with twins to this near side, twins to the top. Bonner in the backfield, along with his quarterback, Dexter Shealy. Play clock down to 9. Need to either reset or get going here. Put a man in motion, take the snap. A little problem there. Shealy going to have to run upfield. He went to his right to hand the ball off, and Bonner went to his left. A lot of confusion on that play.
But again, Shealy's able to use those quick feet and get ahead for about 5
5
yards. Going to bring up second down and 5. 2:23 to go here, Jack, and the clock running, and Callaway up by a score of 35-10. Troup High School got a little momentum going here on their side now.
Yep, 2:16 left to go. Now the Tigers have reset. They're ready to go. Take the snap. Going to hand the ball off to the tailback, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. Well read that time by the Callaway defense.
Good tackle by number 50, Stephen Curtis, in there at his defensive tackle. Stephen's a starting lineman on offense for Callaway, and he's in there giving those guys a little break. But a good play by Stephen brings up 3rd down and 5 for Troup High.
His dad's still teaching over at Callaway?
Yes.
Excellent. He was their system teacher of the year a few years ago.
Stephen has a younger brother, John, who also plays on for the Cavaliers.
There's the snap. Shealy going back up to pass. Got some Cavaliers in his face. Looking, throws it downfield. Complete. But he's going to step out of bounds just as he makes the catch. Complete to Travis Johnson.
Still going to get ahead. Looks like for the first down. They're going to mark him out across the 50 at the 46-yard line. Good job by Shealy that time to extend that play and found Travis Johnson open on the sideline over here for a first down.
That's one thing about Travis. You know, if you're going to get in his area, he's pretty much going to catch it.
He climbed the ladder, brought that one down.
He and Tolbert have probably, and Schweitzer, really, you take the whole receiving core, have excellent sets of hands.
Bonner will be in the backfield beside his quarterback, Shealy. Takes the snap, backs up the pass. They had a blitz coming on. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, throws it downfield. It's going to be complete. Still on his feet, down to the 30, goes Tremaine Tolbert.
Good throw that time by Shealy as he rolled to his left. Found Tremaine Tolbert open in the center of the Cavalier defense for another first down for Troup High School.
You know, we talked about who's going to be playing in this third quarter. These aren't your second and third team guys.
That's exactly right.
This is Troup.
Got to give Troup High a lot of credit.
First on first right now. So he takes the snap, backs up to pass again. Big blitz one more time. He has to throw the ball out of bounds right there. I tell you what, they're finding a nice inside-out seam.
Good pressure.
Those two guys
You're
are coming
exactly
under pressure.
Right. Good pressure that time by Stephen Curtis as he was able to break through the line. And as we come to the end of the third quarter, Jack, good quarter for Troup High School. Cavaliers with a couple of turnovers allowed Troup to score, and they're driving again.
35-10 is your score going into the fourth quarter right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
Troup County Prevention Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange want you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Take 10 minutes this Saturday morning. Bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Troup vs. Callaway.
Welcome back. As the Troup High School Tigers were the only ones that scored in that third quarter of play, so it's 35-10 going into the fourth quarter, and the Tigers are driving.
You know, Tony and Jack, you guys saw the Troup Tigers the first half. They look like a different team the second half, and you know, you got to appreciate that, being down like they were, to come out and kind of play a little bit more harder.
And Shealy's going to keep the ball and get hit as he gets to the 25-yard line. Again, man, that rush by Callaway is really debilitating in the backfield for Shealy.
Well, he doesn't really have time to look downfield and you know, go through his progression to find somebody open. And as we all know, a defensive back's best friend is pressure. From the defensive line. So again, it brings up third down now and about 6 for Troup High School. Ball's going to be marked at the Callaway High School 25 with the clock continuing to run.
Back to the shotgun set. Shealy will check his line. He's got trips to the top side. He'll roll Bonner back over to that right side as well. He'll take a snap, and Bonner It's going to be fake to him. He throws it downfield, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Sheely rolling to his right there. Tried to throw back against his body to Travis Johnson, breaking at the 5-yard line down there. That was a tough throw. Sheely was going to his right, tried to throw back across his body, and underthrew his receiver.
And as he approaches the sideline to Coach Glisson, he's patting his chest. He knew he had made a mistake, and when you have Travis Johnson wide open on the 10-yard line, you got to make those plays.
Sheely once again will take the shotgun snap.
Big fourth down for both teams here, Jack.
Long snap, try to draw him off, get a little bit more extra yardage down the field. Callaway doesn't bite.
Game clock down to play clock down to 3.
Takes the snap, backs up the pass. Looking, throws it across the middle, throws it down the middle field. Caught inside the 10.
Cameron Russell.
Boy, he's done. That's the second time in 2 weeks.
How many times you seen that, Tony?
Hey, that little man, I'll take 13 of him. I promise you, he is a battler. He gets after it. Good coverage that time by Dylan Johnson, but Cameron Russell wouldn't be denied. He went up and made the play. Big first down for the Tigers.
One thing you got to appreciate about Cameron Russell, he's going to sacrifice his body. He's going to go up. He knows he's going to land flat back. He hangs on to it anyway.
Snap, and they're going to hand the ball off to Bonner. Bonner going to fight inside the 5. Down to what, Greg, about the 3?
They're going to give him the 3.5.
Knocked down by number 50, Stephen Curtis, there on first down as Bonner tried to go off the right side. So, Greg, you really got to be proud of the Troup High Tigers for what they've shown here in the second half. Got a couple of breaks. Cavaliers but they were able to take advantage of those breaks, and that's what good teams are able to do.
Here's the snap again. They're going to hand the ball off. He's going to cut back inside and score for the Troup High School Tigers.
Good cutback that time by Mess Bonner. The backside linemen were able to cut off the pursuit. So Troup High goes in to make the score now 35-16 with the extra point to follow. And the clock stopped at 9:23 to go in their ball game.
Bonner with a 4-yard touchdown. 3.5-yard touchdown, we'll call it. Michael Young on to attempt a point after touchdown to extend the points for the Tigers a little bit. Waiting one, snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:23 left to go, 35-17, Tigers get a little bit closer on the board right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange.
Guaranteed. You picked a beautiful ring. Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange. State Farm is there.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
Welcome back. 9:23 left to go this contest. 35-17. The Tigers with a little bit of life. 2 scores, and one in the third quarter, one in the beginning of this fourth quarter. And I tell you what, you got to appreciate the fight that the Tigers are showing. And, guys, right now, I hate to be critical, but the Cali Cavaliers are not playing with the same intensity that they did top to bottom.
You hit the nail on the head, Jack. You're exactly right. The Cavaliers came out very flat after halftime, made an early turnover.
Onside kick. Continues to bounce down inside to the 20. Picked up by the Cavaliers there. Good blocking in front of Maynard. Maynard trying to make a miss. He gets across the 35 down to the 34-yard line.
Good tackle by the Tigers there, number 28 on kickoff coverage. That's Darryl Craw. So the Cavaliers now trying to look to get some of that intensity back and stem the tide here for this momentum. Tigers have done a good job here, really done an excellent job of taking advantage of some opportunities. So now with 8:56 to go in the fourth quarter, Cavaliers with the ball back, trying to regain some of that momentum.
Well, huge props to me to Dexter Sheely in that last series, because there were guys in his face every time, and he continued to execute the offense, and that was a really great job by him.
I promise you, he's going to be seeing red in his sleep tonight.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Braylon Sanders, the Tigers are showing blitz now. Sanders is going to hand the ball off to a tailback. Who's going to find it? It's going to be Maynard, who's going to break through and get across the 45 down to the 47-yard line.
Good job by the Cavalier offensive line that time. Number 50, Stephen Curtis, pulling from his right guard position, led Cedric around the right side. Cedric was able to get a good block and get out near the 50-yard line to the Callaway 49, first down and 10 Callaway.
They break the huddle, make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Maynard will be in the back. as a tailback. Body will be ahead of him. They'll go back to the I formation. Man split wide left and right. A little more conservative offense now for the Cavaliers. Back up, toss sweep to Maynard. Great blocking to the outside as he gets to the 50, 45-40. Cuts back inside. Finally brought down at the 30-yard line. And guys, that pulling, who was that pulling tackle out there? 60-something.
That's 56. That's Courtney Lay pulling from his position there. Again, was able to get Cedric clean around that corner as he was able to get downfield. Scott Hicks, number 35, made the tackle for the Tigers, but only after Cedric was able to pick up good yardage and getting down to 1st and 10 now. Ball's marked at the 32-yard line at Callaway High School, and Cedric's going to get a break now as he comes out. Looks like Tyreek Frazier's going to replace him in the backfield.
Cedric will make you miss, but
yes, he will.
The blocking up front for him has been excellent. Sanders goes under center again. Takes it, steps up, hands the ball off to his tailback. He's got some great blocking ahead to begin. Down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers.
Again, Jack, you can't say enough about that offensive line. Courtney Lay from his right tackle. And young ninth grader, we haven't called his name very much tonight. That's number 58, Keandre Jones. Etarian Bowles back in the lineup at center. And number 57 also, John Curtis, younger brother of Stephen Curtis, really opened up a big hole that time. Frazier took it in from about 30 yards out, so the Cavaliers are able to gain a little bit of that momentum as they go up now by a score of 41-17 with the extra point to follow.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7 minutes left to go in this contest, 42-17 is your score. You're listening to Callaway and Troup right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Tony and Greg, a minute ago we were mentioning Courtney Lay with a great block to free up the tailback Cedric Maynard on a play before the touchdown. And, if you enjoy football, you enjoy things. We like touchdowns. That's all great. But, man, to see a good lineman on a pull, kick a guy out to free up a running back, that's just beauty.
And, guys, that's one of the things, Jack, that over the last 2.5 games, the Cavalier offensive line has really come together and playing well as a unit, and that continuity shows in the running game.
There's the kick as they kick back off to the Tigers, taking it to 20, up to the 25, in traffic at the 30. Going to be brought down about there, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Number 29, I believe that's Albert Harrison again. Greg, is that our guy returning the kick? And
it sure is.
It's almost like they're kicking to him.
Tackle down there by number 10, J.T. Wortham. Well, looks like Callaway has made a concerted effort not to kick the ball to Mess Bonner.
Yeah.
Well, they know how dangerous he is.
Well, you're right, Tony. And Follette was asking him to come up. and he came up about 6 yards, but not quite enough. And he probably could have called Albert off, but Albert went on and took the reception. So
and he didn't fumble. That's the main thing. 6:22, and folks, just so you know that things seem to be moving fast. The clock is running. They invoked the mercy rule at halftime, so that will continue to go. Clock will only stop for something that the officials need to stop it for. The screen back to the middle of the field to the 30, 35.
And there's nobody over there, guys.
He's gone. 50,
yeah,
40,
they won't catch Bonner.
30. All the way down the right sideline, and the Tigers answer very quickly.
What a great play call by the offensive staff. Great scheme. They loaded up the left side over here, got everybody from Callaway on this side, threw a well-organized screen to the back side, and there was nobody over there to stop that when Bonner caught the ball. Credit to the Tiger offensive staff right there. Great design on that play. Great execution by the kids.
So, they, like the fight that we're seeing the Tigers, Greg, we've seen a little bit of improvement, a little steady improvement every time. And if they had played in the first half the way they're playing in the second half, this would be a very different ball game.
Well, we were talking on the sidelines during halftime, and, the Tigers came out looking a little bit lethargic. I realized there was 6 starters out of the game tonight, so 6. So we're already weak not verbally, but, literally, but we're weak as far as experience. And now you take 6 guys out of the equation. You got to make up for a lot of experience right there. So but the Tigers do look a lot better the second half. You only wish they'd have come out in the opening kickoff with that kind of intensity.
All right, 30 seconds back to the station. It's 42-24 right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Tigers kick a squibber down the middle of the field.
Tried the onside kick there, and the ball wound up getting all the way to Cedric Maynard that time. Scott Hicks, number 35, down on the tackle again. And, the Callaway's going back to work on offense. Ball's marked out at the 31-yard line. Clock running at 5:30 to go here in your ball game. Your score, Callaway 42 and Troup 24.
Greg, you might have to buy some Epsom salts for old Scott tonight.
I was just telling him, get down there and make a tackle. And doggone if he and Quentin Kersey and Dre Flagg were all in on the tackle. So kind of like the intensity I'm seeing from these kids in the second half.
The brothers Flagg and Hicks to the left side in linebacker and outside linebacker positions. Sanders taking his time, let the clock tick down. Knows that time is on his side as it's 5 minutes, and the clock will continue to run to the end. He's going to hand off to his tailback, and that's going to be Maynard again. Maynard pops up and
he could
the
go
50,
again, Jack.
40. He's got a man to beat. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. And that's number 23 going to knock him out. That's Macenta Stafford.
Stafford's done a great job, Jack. He comes up a little bit holding that shoulder, maybe a stinger right here as Cedric Maynard again was able to clear that right side and get down the right side over here to the on the Callaway bench side and was able to get deep into Troup High School territory. Down, they're going to mark it inside the 30 at the Troup High 27-yard line. First down and 10, Cavaliers.
Clock doesn't stop. 4:16 left to go. 42-24 is your score right now. Cavaliers going to try to put one more up on there.
Cavaliers. Go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking, we've seen weekly improvement by the offense. We appreciate that, even with 3 offensive line starters out tonight. And we've got to some kind of transfer that experience over to the defense as well.
Back up, hand the ball up to Martin, who's hit pretty well at the line of scrimmage.
Good tackle by number 27, Jackson Davis, that time from his linebacker position. Clock continues to run. Cavaliers are doing their best to milk that clock, trying to get every second off of that 24-second clock before they call a play.
Joe Brown coming off the field with a stinger on that right shoulder, kind of stretching it out, pulling on it.
Second down and about 8, guys, with the clock continuing to run. Play clock down inside 15.
Brethren breaks the huddle. We'll have J.T. Wortham in at the fullback position this time. We've seen him get the ball when he comes to that position, too, so watch out, see what happens here. Sanders takes it, tall sweep. Wortham will block for Tyreek Frazier. Frazier will be brought down at about the 24-yard line. I think they'll give him forward progression to there.
Good job by the Tiger defense that time. Fought through the block of J.T. Wortham on the corner there. Greg, I believe that's number is that 77 for the Tigers out there, doing a good job from Mr. Keyshawn Cameron.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah, so 99, J. Rock number 9, Darryl Crawl 28. A bunch of kids on the tackle at that time, but I was looking at Crawl, and you want to take, and Crawl is about as small as Scott Hicks, at 5'7". You take on these big J.T. Wortham from his fullback position. You can't take him on. You got to take him on down around his knees, and you just got to, like a bowling ball, you got to create a pile.
Back to the eye, come the Cavaliers. Sanders backs up. A little misdirection, going to hand the ball off to his tailback. Maynard's going to go around the left side, going to go out of bounds at the 15. Looks like that's a first down.
Little sweep to the left side over there, and Greg, they ran right at you. It looks like the Cavaliers going to pick up a first down. And that should be enough to run out the clock. We'll
there may be a flag on the play, guys. Blue flag down here on about the 28-yard line.
I thought Dre Flagg was playing in every play.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against the Cavaliers, so that's going to back them up 10 yards from the spot.
Good timing, too, because the drizzle is starting to come in a lot harder now. we talked about that, Jack, at the start of the game. Tony, you were over there on a PA, and we were talking. Just hold off till about 10:30. I don't know what time it is, but it's holding off so far. I don't want to get wet.
Well, and you'll feel it before everybody else because he'll hit that head. 128.
Tony, he's picking on me.
Well, as long as I'm here, buddy, he can't pick on you too hard. You know what I'm saying?
That penalty may actually help to stop things because it's a minute 18 left to go. 42-24, valiant effort by the Tigers to come back in the second half and score a few touchdowns. But we're right at a minute now. Sanders looks at his play clock, lets it tick down as far as it'll go. Now at 5 seconds, he'll go under center. Take the snap, back up, hand the ball off to his fullback. Breaks the line of scrimmage across the 35 to the 33. Toss it to the official.
Brandon Body on that play at right guard was able to pick up a few yards. Going to bring up fourth down now, and about looks like maybe 20 as the clock is down under 40 seconds now. So I think you may see the Cavaliers. Well, they haven't started the play clock yet. Now they have. So there's going to be about a 10-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. So I think you'll see the Cavaliers maybe run a play here and maybe turn it over on downs as the play clock expires, and then Troup High Tigers will have the ball for one more play.
So here we go. He's walking. They're going to take the
penalty. It looks like, yeah.
That'll be the ball game because the clock doesn't stop. Well, it shouldn't stop. Actually, the
Cavaliers going to take a delay penalty, so it looks like
they'll end it.
The officials will start the clock. And guys, that's one of the things we talked about. That's one of the ways that Coach Wiggins respects the game of football and his opponents. And so, a good job by Callaway and their staff. And hats off to Troup High School as they have some positives to build on now coming up in this off week.
Especially in this second half. Let's go and take a break. Let's do about 4 or 5 spots back at the station. When we come back, we'll tell you about the end of this ball game, how it ended, and get you caught up on some other things. I'll try to pull some scores up for us, some other folks in our region, let you know about all that. But we'll do all that when we come back right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
Hi friends, Jesse Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open today, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax and title.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. As trying to see where I saw Greg.
See if I can get Coach for a second.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
Hey, I'm down here with Coach Tanner Glisson. Coach, I know you kind of started out at a deficit tonight with so many starters out of the game. But I tell you what, second half it was a different Troup game.
Well, I tell you,
We went in at halftime, and, of course, the scoreboard wasn't good. I said, guys, just play hard for me. Just play hard. And they did. They did. They came out, and I told them how much I appreciated their effort in the second half because we got good character kids. We might not be a good football team right now, but we got some good character kids, and really appreciate their effort in the second half.
Well, they certainly responded to you, Coach. Good luck next week, and we'll got a week off. All right, back up to you guys.
All right, if you can go catch Coach Wiggins, we'll get him on too, Greg. Real quick, while we're doing that, as the Callaway Cavaliers have won this ball game 42-24 over the Troup High School Tigers. Let's look at Troup's region real quick and see what else is going on there. Sandy Creek right now taking on Auburn. They're in non-region play, 27-6. Sandy Creek leading that one. We mentioned, of course, the Troup and Callaway, Callaway winning 42-24. Carrollton taking on Banneker, 49-7 in the third quarter was the last score we had there. Fayette County taking on Cedartown, 21-15 in the fourth.
Who's up in that one, Jack?
Fayette County's up in that one.
Cedartown is also an opponent in Callaway's region.
Okay. So. And then Woodward Academy and Eagles Landing. Eagles Landing playing last week against one of the teams. And there's no score in that ball game.
That should be a good one right there. That's Woodward and Eagles Landing, yeah.
All right, so let's look over at 5 AAA. And let's apply my filters here. Press all the right buttons on the magic box in my hand and see what it comes up with.
While you're checking on that, Jack, we want to mention to our fans about the Saturday morning quarterback show.
Thank you.
At the Kids Showroom in the morning. Callaway High School will go on with head coach Pete Wiggins about 8:30, and that'll be followed by Coach Tanner Glisson and Troup High School show at 9. So be sure to tune in and join us if you can make it out to Kia. If you can beat off the guys that the car salesman, you might be able to get a biscuit. But it's a tough go with those guys, boy, because they're like vultures. When they smell those biscuits, they're all over them. But we have a great time at Kia. We appreciate what they do for us and in their support of high school football. But a week off next week for both teams. Jack Callaway will be off, and so will Troup. So an opportunity to get some bumps and bruises healed and get ready for that. That region game.
Yeah, the region's coming quick.
Looks like we got Greg down there with Coach Wiggins.
Greg, I was just telling Coach, I said, you took it easy on my son, middle linebacker. He started his first game tonight, and I said, you better watch that Brandon Body, that Cedric Maynard's son. And I think Coach heard me. He ran all over him. But you guys look good tonight, and Cedric for sure looked I don't know how many yards he had, but he had a whole lot more men than you did.
Well, really proud of our guys up front. We rotated several guys in on the offensive line, and they've really opened up holes. And, those guys don't get a lot of credit, but they've done a great job. Cedric's got, coming into the night, he had over 800 yards in 4 games. So he's doing a great job. But, our defense is doing great. They're running to the ball. I'm just a lot of things we got to do better and work at. And proud of our kids and their work ethic and the way they fought tonight.
Well, we've seen you week to week, and each week you've gotten better. We were talking about Braylon Sanders. It looks like he's gotten more comfortable back there, quarterback, and with the exception of a couple of rushes in the back on the third quarter, doing a great job for you.
Really proud of him. Coach Napier does a great job with Braylon and our offense, and they're progressing. A lot of new faces over there this year, and they keep working, getting better. So proud of those guys as well as the defense. They're playing faster. Coach Hubbard and those guys do a super job on that side of the ball.
Well, congratulations again. You get a week off, and we'll see you in the morning at Saturday morning quarterback show. Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Greg Hicks, down the field, getting a little bit wet. We'll bring him up and let him dry off, and we'll talk more about this ball game, get you caught up with some more scores from AAA. And right now you're listening to the Callaway Cavaliers and the Troup High School Tigers as Callaway's won this ball game 42-24 right here on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Troup County Prevention Coalition and Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue in LaGrange want you to take time to clean out those medicine cabinets. Then come join us to help keep our environment clean and our community safe by turning in your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange. Take 10 minutes this Saturday morning. Bag up all your unused and expired medications for safe disposal at Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. this Saturday.
Now back to Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football and Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports. Some other quick scores for you real quick. Fayette County and Cedartown. Fayette County leading Cedartown 21-15. Landmark Christian is behind Central Carroll in the fourth quarter. Central out of Carroll County is leading 14-6 there.
That's the defending region champion in Callaway's Region 5 AAA.
Harrelson County falling to Cleburne County so far tonight. Cleburne County out of Alabama, 27-17. And then the Pepperell is leading Coosa County, 34-14. The last score was out of the third quarter there.
So more region opponents in Callaway's region this year.
Playing well in that ball game. I'm going to bring Greg Hicks back to the conversation as we're getting ready to kind of wrap things up tonight. We've got a few more spots we've got to get in because we didn't get to take any breaks pretty much in the third, fourth quarter as the clock was running. But, Greg, I'm really proud. Let's start with the Callaway side because that's the obvious thing. That first half for Callaway was very powerful. They scored a lot of points. When they got down, when they let Troup get some points, they came back and answered. S. Bonner getting a couple of touchdowns and Tyreek Frazier getting a touchdown late in the ball game. So from the Callaway side, they did all that they wanted and needed to do in this ball game.
You're right.
Go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know if you can hear me. I can't hear me. You're right. They, Callaway, came out just put it on fire. Basically, Tony Jack touched the ball 4 or 5 times and scored. Seemed like each time they touched the ball. So and the Tiger defense was having a tough time, dealing with that. But they tended to. A few bright spots tend to settle down defensively, but Callaway pretty much did what they wanted to, executed well. As Pete said, the offensive line they're huge, and they block, with the exception of the right guard. I was down there, and I thought, hey, he's small. Looking for anything bright for the
10th grader. That's John Curtis's brother, Stephen Curtis's younger brother. But, you're right, Greg.
I tell you what, he did a good job tonight.
Yes, sir. You're right. The Cavaliers, as you said, they scored on their first offensive play, and that was like a body blow to the Tigers on their first play. And the Tigers came back and responded, went down the field. I believe they got a field goal.
Right after that.
So, and then Cavaliers hit them with a big play. Again, to go up to 15-3, and it seemed like the Tigers were fighting from behind all night long, and they were. And Callaway's execution in the first half was as good as we've seen. That's probably 2 games in a row now. I think maybe the second half of Heard County last week against Harris County, they really played well. First half of this game tonight, lost some focus coming out after halftime, I think. Had a couple of turnovers, but you got to give Troup credit. They took advantage of those turnovers. It's easy to make a turnover, but it's what you do with them.
Well, and one of the things that Troup missed in the first half is that some opportunities. They got inside the 20 at least 2 or 3 times, and didn't come away with points.
Right, and Callaway was very physical with Troup in that first half, and there was a lot of big hits, a lot of good hits. But I think both teams can take some positives away. I think going into the off week for both teams, they'll be able to say, okay, well, we did these things right. We did these things really well. But there's also going to be some things to clean up from both sides. As Coach Wiggins said, there's always something to improve on. The off week will be big. give not only the players a chance to refresh themselves, but the coaches too. They've been at it. Of course, they'll be scouting and everything, but a week off will do everybody good as everybody gets ready to break into their region schedule.
Let's take another quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about this ball game, give you the last few scores that we have. But right now, the Callaway Cavaliers have defeated the Troup High School Tigers tonight by a score of 42-24. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Kia. Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? Yeah, you can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Troup vs. Callaway.
Welcome back. We're kind of wrapping things up, thinking about this ball game, and let's talk. We talked about Callaway a lot in that last break. Let's go to the Troup side. A tough first half. Greg mentioned that we had some guys out. 3 out of the 5 guys on the front line were not starters. They were kind of the second team guys. Played admirably. Came back in the second half. Did a great job of turning that offensive around, moving the ball down the field, striking quickly the way Callaway did, getting some points on the board. Ended up with putting 24 points on the board total. But in that second half, Coach Glisson really got those guys in. I like what Coach Glisson said, Greg, as you were talking to him, is that let's just play hard. Don't worry about the score. Let's just play hard.
Well, as Greg gets that microphone ready, that's all really you can ask out of your kids is effort. And the wins and losses, obviously, that's how your season is judged. But as we were talking before the break, I think anybody that's watched the Tigers from game 1 to game 5 now can see some improvement. And let's face it, they're not playing the weak sisters of the poor.
No.
They played Callaway tonight. I mean, they played Harris County. They played LaGrange. Carver. Carver.
Northgate.
Carver looked like a pro team in here last week with some of the size on
big
those
boys.
guys. Played Northgate, and so unfortunately for Troup, it doesn't get any easier. Now the region starts, and we get a week off, and then you start with, I believe it's Woodward.
Sandy Creek.
Is it Sandy Creek first? Okay.
Yeah, we can.
All right. Okay.
So actually, reverse that. It's Woodward, then Sandy Creek, Carrollton, Fayette County, Whitewater.
It's a Thursday, Friday, I think. I think Troup, either Callaway or Troup plays on.
It was the Titans one week and the Titans the next.
Yeah.
And then for Callaway, they go to Cedartown. Cedartown will come here.
Yeah, that's a Thursday, Friday situation.
They go to Rockmart, come back home to Pepperell, and then Haralson County, then end with going down to Carrollton to Central Carroll, who has done some great job improving their school. Down there with a volleyball game. They've done a great job.
It's incredible.
They've done working on that building.
Their program is really on the up. You remember the game last year for the region championship down here was probably one of the best football games we've seen in a long time. Central Carrollton winning that one. But, as far as the Tigers go, again, I think anybody that's watched them can see some improvement. And Greg and I, we see them every week. and they're definitely better now than they were when the season started.
Well, I think tonight they were better at the end of the ball game than they were when they started.
No doubt.
Completely different way of playing. We're going to take one more quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Callaway Stadium, and we'll tell you about tomorrow morning because you need to be at the Kia showroom. The Tigers have fallen to the Callaway Cavaliers 42-24 right here on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jesse Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
Closing things down, wrapping it up here from Callaway Stadium. It's been a big night for the Callaway Cavaliers. They win 42-24 against the Troup High School Tigers. Tomorrow morning, we invite you to join us at the Kia showroom or at home while you drink a cup of coffee and listen to us. As Tony Walls will be with Coach Pete Wiggins live from the Kia showroom at 8:30 for the Callaway Saturday morning quarterback, and then Greg Hicks will sit down with Coach Tanner Glisson. They'll have that show coming up at 9 o'clock for the Kia showrooms, as they'll be talking about the Troup side of things. I suggested we do just one big hour-long show and just have everybody doing a round table, but I don't know if Coleman wants to fool with that. But come out and have a biscuit if you can take one away from Kurt Snyder and the rest of the guys out there.
Coleman usually doesn't pay much attention to your suggestions anyway.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, okay.
But it'll be a fun time if you join us. I'm actually going to be out there tomorrow morning because my daughter busted the tire on her car, so it's out at the Kia showroom getting fixed. Go. So I might see y'all and have a biscuit tomorrow morning. Well, for Tony, for Greg, for Decovia, for Coleman, for T-Bird and Scott back at the station, we appreciate all that you've done tonight. It's 42-24 final. Callaway winning this one, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been